Okay. Yeah, shit. Thank you. You think I'd be used to this by now, right?
Also, Riggs, before
Yeah.
sound check, I uploaded a token, so you should be able to
Oh.
pull that from my character sheet now.
Sure. Let me change it quick. It's because what I usually do is I set the maps up with your tokens on the map. So if you change the token, which is fine. I just have to go in and delete the token and put the new one on. Let me see. What you got? Oh, I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, Sato did some stuff, and I added a couple of things, like last minute, but...
It still says can't be controlled. It still says I still have to input your control, though, so it's still not quite right. But
That's
I can give you
strange.
control of it.
That is weird.
Also, I have to set all your dynamic lighting up again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's roll 20. It's not you. You have dark vision, right?
Yes. Yes, I will let... Okay.
1 second here.
Hello, test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test. Onk, buy me a pizza. Test.
No.
Test.
I am green because I wasn't first, but I'll take the consolation prize.
Do you have a trophy that proves that you're green and second place? Stabby. I need to play a rogue, you guys. I've been punchy. I'm about to be singy. I need to be stabby. Like, have I never been stabby before? Also, I'm having an existential crisis. Welcome to
I
the
think
show.
maybe it might be a good idea to maybe ask for help first instead of breaking down the door. I think maybe.
Fucking love Emery.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Test 1 2. What's in the box?
What's
in the box?
Test 1 2. Testicle. 2 testicles.
16 pounds of prime choice beef.
That's right. Is what's in the box.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Commercials, I can't help it.
So is the guy that told us not to open the door with force, is that the older brother of Meepa?
Oh.
Could be, right?
The older, smarter.
That's actually the character I'm going to use. Yeah, he's going to be your friend in the other campaign. I think it's going to be really fun to play. It's going to be kind of...
Honestly, I think his voice is perfect.
You think it's going to be okay? He's going to be really annoying, isn't he? If he gets annoying, you guys need to tell me.
Absolutely not, honey. He's perfect. Don't change a thing.
That's going to be so fun.
Oh, God.
That's going to be so fun. We're going to have so much fun.
Yeah,
testing.
The Southern Belle voice for the next campaign.
We're talking all over her.
Turn me down. Just a little bit.
We're a
Cannot
wild
hear
bunch
you at all,
tonight.
Reed. I can hear you in Discord.
Check your bottom speaker fader. Sometimes Discord likes to turn you down to 5 for whatever reason. Oh.
Fuck this one audio in particular.
Jamie's getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, I learned that if I shake my booty, it shakes the back of my.
That's funny, actually.
It makes me feel like I have tail feathers.
I'm gonna get jiggy with it, just like Will Smith. Smack the shit out of Chris.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Continuing with the Disney thing, I can tell you the one. Oh, have we not checked Trix's sound?
Whoa, we need for you to fix yours. Sorry, Trix.
I feel so loved.
Let the tiefling speak.
Am I the Wookiee now?
Speak tiefling
Speak.
Turn her up.
Azel's an asshole.
Ah.
Turn her up just a little bit more.
An absolute dick.
Wait.
Hey!
Hey! I have audio now too! Hooray!
Turn yourself down a little bit.
Okay, is that better?
It says carefree fun, and I thought it said caffeine fun, and I was like,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
you are.
And how was Trix?
Those are so good.
Doop-a-doop-doo.
I got the
She's fine.
Okay,
peaches.
I think we're all good.
Mhm.
I don't know why turning Trix up slightly more fixed my audio.
What? What
It
the
just all of
hell?
a sudden was like, oh, I'm working now.
Oh my! That's interesting.
I might have my
Fun
headset by
time.
next week, guys. Yay.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hopefully it's
Or-
finally getting fixed.
Or a new dongle.
You're a
Or-
dongle.
Did you
Dead
just say
tech.
war? What is it good for?
No,
Absolutely nothing. God damn it.
Now
guys
that
I
it's
blame
been
God.
strong
all night long.
Ah.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic now. Yell at me when it's my turn to talk because I will forget to unmute.
the movie
every-
that I watched a lot as a kid. Sorry, no, yeah, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No,
man.
no, don't. No, it's an ADD tangent. Don't encourage it.
No, well, I was going back to the tangent that Jay got us on, but it's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's an
we'll
ADD
after. We'll
tangent.
finish after. So
Okay,
no.
you need to know what
Just
your
so you
favorite
guys
Disney
know.
movie is, though.
No.
Yeah.
Kidding. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't like.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay if we start a little bit. Like technically, we're all supposed to get together on time, and then we all hang out a little first before we play. So it's okay. Ideally, I'd like to start by like 15 or a half an hour after, like 10:30 or at my time. But it's okay, guys. It's okay. I just wanted to let you know, like this is. I hope nobody's like agitated or. We'll get there. Get there. All right. Does everybody have their drink and all that good stuff? Are we good to go?
Not the drink I wanted, but the drink I got.
Well, does everybody need like another minute to get up, pee, grab a drink, all that stuff? Do we want to do
No.
that quick? Or are we all good?
I need like 60 seconds to go grab my pizza that just got
Totally
here.
fine. Yep, totally fine.
good.
Go ahead and do it.
Gee,
Go ahead and do
brother.
it. Let's take 2 minutes, quick. 2 more, and then we'll start. We'll go ahead and start because we're gonna get stuck in tonight. So
I fucked up, and instead of buying the sweetened tea, I bought the unsweetened version.
oh
So-
no,
Oh,
Loki.
no.
I've done
Yeah,
that before. That
yeah,
sucked.
yeah. So
Make
that's
some simple syrup.
Yeah.
It'd be the easiest way.
Ah!
Did you not notice until you tasted it? That's the worst.
yeah.
Just like, what is this?
No.
That's why I'm like, I
You
don't
want
have the
some
drink I
sriracha
want.
almonds?
Fill it up, you
Oh,
At
fat
this
no.
trying
shit.
time?
Is
Thank
that
you.
caramel corn?
No, it's sriracha almonds.
No, sriracha almonds.
They're
Oh.
sriracha candied almonds. Are they candied or are they just
Sriracha.
They're
coated?
not even candy.
They're just
How you
coated.
They're just
doing? Sriracha.
Sriracha.
Sriracha. I can't do the voice very well because I don't know. Anyway, you can see my
Okay,
accents
wait.
suck. That's why I don't
Alec,
ever
you
use
have
them.
60 seconds. What's your favorite Disney movie?
The one I watched a lot as a kid because we had it on VHS was Return of Jafar.
Ooh,
That wasn't
that's
bad.
good. That's
Yeah,
a
That's a
good
that
deep
one.
wasn't
cut.
bad.
That's a deep cut. I like it.
God,
Those direct VHS sequels, man.
Disney is really widespread, right? Like it has a lot of fingers. Like it's not just the movies, right? So it's God, I really have to think about it because there's so many good ones, guys. Like listen, I get Disney right now is doing this whole thing and it's everybody's hating on it and I get it and I totally understand it, but like old school Disney, bro,
Dude, we're gonna go
Never
see the
loved
Little
everything
Mermaid
about it.
movie either tomorrow or Monday, and I'm so excited.
You'll have to tell me how that whole thing works
She
out.
sounds like a Disney princess, you guys. She actually has a Disney princess voice. Like, it's sickly sweet. She sounds like Snow
Yeah.
White. I am so excited. And everybody says it's really good. So, like,
Oh,
I can't wait
shit.
to see how Ursula plays out. That's going to be really fun.
that's
She's
the only thing I'm
probably-
kind of sticky on. I love the actress. What is her name?
That's
Melissa
what I
McCarthy.
mean. Yeah, I want to see how she does.
I love
just
Melissa
accidentally
McCarthy,
closed
but it
Roll20.
was supposed to be a drag queen. But I also understand why they did
Mhm.
not cast a drag queen for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right.
But
Yeah,
they didn't even hire a queer makeup artist, you guys. Like, come on. She was based on Divine. Like,
I had
one
no
of
idea. I
the most
didn't know
famous
that.
drag queens of all time.
Really? I didn't know that.
Like,
I did
yes.
not know that. That's interesting.
And John they actually interviewed John Waters. I can't remember.
Walters? So,
They
I think we
interviewed
had
him. One of her dearest friends. She did a whole lot of movies for him. They interviewed him when they went to him and was like, "Hey, do you think this is right?" Like, they referenced Divine. If you Google Divine, you're like, "Oh my God, that's Ursula." She's basically a drag queen, guys. Like, look at her makeup. Like, come on, that's 80s drag queen.
Yeah, it really is if you think about it. Yeah. With, like
And the
high
coiffed hair
eyebrows and
was like
stuff.
Divine's
Yeah.
thing. Like, oh my God.
When you said that and I see Ursula's face, I was like, wow, you really can't deny it. No. The way she's drawn and stuff. Cool. Really cool. We'll wait for Unk to get back and then or Trix. It's been a second. My apologies.
Been quite a few seconds.
It has.
I can't decide between two what my favorite is.
Oh, what are your two?
So The Emperor's New Groove and Lilo and Stitch. One of those.
Oh, they're all so good, guys. They're all so good. Lilo and Stitch was really good.
I between the two I don't.
Three of the first Lilo and Stitch
Hmm?
on VHS tape. Like, I had the 3 original Lilo and Stitch movies on VHS tape, and I carried them with me when I would go visit other people.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Like, I carried them in my suitcase.
You know, I really like Lilo and Stitch. I also really like
Cody.
fucking Emperor's New Groove. It's hard to decide.
Are we just on a Disney kick today? Is that what's going on?
It might be. Might be. Oh, I wanted to say real quick too, Fries, or if you're there.
Come here.
So I used, and Sato doesn't, he already knows because he was obviously there. I used some of the traps from the Game Master's book of Dungeons, Traps, and Puzzles last Thursday on the session, and they worked out really well. So
I've
if
been
you're
looking at
interested,
them.
so I used the Dragon's Maul and the Soldier, the Hag, and the Cleric trap.
I'll have to,
That one was
look into it.
really good and really fun. That one worked really well. The Dragon's Maul was a fucking pain in the ass. I actually halfway through the trap had to wing it because it just wasn't working. They weren't seeing the mechanisms and it just wasn't working out. So I just basically made the trap as we went. It worked out.
Oh, for the fire,
Sato.
the fire
Yeah.
acid thing, yeah.
That whole thing
It was okay.
got
It
so
was okay, yeah.
sloshed, but it's because you guys are so smart. You guys went about it. And anyway, I just wanted to let you know, like, some of them are really good, man. Some of them are really good. Anyway,
I've been looking at them, so
yeah.
definitely probably going to use some. So no metagaming.
I promise you,
needs-
I will
no,
not.
I have
I
no,
really-
I have no worries. That
Yeah. Okay, cool. If everybody's here, we will go ahead and start. Starts the game. This is a different game now. This is we're going to go ahead and play in France today. This is my bad Frenchman accent. I'm
It's
just
really bad.
It's really bad. You can see
I
this is
love
why
it.
I don't use accents because I'm really bad at them. Okay.
No, great.
But they
Hey.
all sound like Frankie to me now.
Dude, it's like
Okay.
the only accent I can actually do.
No, I mean
Yes.
it sounds like Frankie's trying to piss off a French guy. That's
Oh,
that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye.
All right, guys. All right, here we go. I guess I'll say welcome back to the Lost Whispers of Phandelver, everyone. I hope everyone had a good week. I hadn't had a chance to talk to a bunch of you. All right.
Silence.
I'm feeling significantly better than I did last week.
Good,
Well,
good. That's good to hear.
I mean,
I'm
we
glad.
kind of already
Yeah,
had like
we didn't get to
pre-jury
watch any
talk.
Letterkenny
We did.
this week.
I know we need to. We definitely need to. I'm
Well, maybe
Okay.
we'll watch an episode after the session tonight.
yeah, I'm down, definitely. All right, guys. As the party rested off the road, or rather, found a place to rest, leading to the Goblin Caves, they noticed a group of individuals donning red cloaks. However, the group vanished without any explanation or evidence of their presence. Upon investigation, the area, upon investigating the area, 2 sets of tracks were discovered, one leading westward and another belonging to an armored figure in a black cloak that was spotted by Sato, leading towards the main road and away from Phandelver. Back at the party's rest area, they struggled to unlock a large, intricately designed chest that had mysteriously been found at the bottom of a nearby pond. The lock was difficult, to say the least, quite large, and unlike anything that they had ever encountered before. But after some precarious lockpicking, they hear a click, a couple of gears wind, and that's where we begin tonight.
Hey, Riggs.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. But there is some weird interference with your mic.
Uh-oh. Thank you. Give me 1 sec.
Am I the only one hearing that, or?
I wasn't hearing.
I hear like a
anything.
little bit of maybe music in the background.
No. It's like whenever he finishes words, like a small electrical interference.
I didn't
And then-
notice
and
it.
then
Doesn't
one
mean it wasn't
time-
there, but I didn't notice it.
How's that? Is that better?
Speak a sentence.
Poop. Boobs and wieners and butts and stuff.
It sounds fine to me.
Sound okay?
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good now.
You know what? It's my preamp. I have it sitting on my computer, and the fans it's vibrating, and I need to figure out a new home for it. It's probably what's happening.
That's probably what I was hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Riggs.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, but I just realized I have no music.
Oh shit. God damn it. All of my immersion. It's fine.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
do I?
Sorry.
Fun.
I
had
had
it
down
I had
earlier.
so much queued up. All right, this is gonna.
I
take me a
know, I'm
second.
sorry.
It's not your fault. It's Roll20's fault. This happens so often, Roll20. Why
It's
do you
always
guys?
Trix.
I have to say
Yeah,
this on
I can
recording.
hear it.
Nah,
I have to say this on video. Why are you guys changing stuff every single week so that when I get in to do my game, I have to make sure that shit is still right? Like
this is
multiple-
to Roll20, right?
This is to
Not us?
Roll20.
Okay,
This
I
is
was
not
about
to
say,
you
like-
guys. I'm sorry. I have to say this, and this is for documented purposes, and who cares? I mean, they probably never even hear this, but it's important. Like the panel on the side, they constantly change it. Like every other week, they change it. Like, please just leave everything alone, guys. Please just leave it. It's fine. That's all I have to say. All right, let me do this. Brr. All right. It's just frustrating. It's like, man, you
Hold
said
on,
all this
Before
cool
you start
stuff.
setting them all up, let's make sure everybody can hear one of them.
All right, there's one.
I
Yes.
can hear it.
Perfect. Thank you.
That might be a good thing to add to like our voice check is to do a music check.
That's probably important. Yeah.
I mean, normally it's just working fine, but yeah, you're right. It probably would help during the initial check.
Well, it helps me. It also helps me to volume of the background noise. Why aren't you talking?
Ooh.
I'm not blaming you. I am curious. Why does it seem that, or maybe you're the only one that noticed it, but
What browser are you using?
like typically
Firefox, the one I always use.
I'm using
Google.
Chrome.
Yeah,
I'm using Chrome.
I
Chrome is a
started using
resource hog.
Firefox instead of Chrome because when I use Chrome, I constantly can't hear it.
So it's not exclusive to Firefox.
Interesting. I just noticed that almost every week you say that you don't have music, and like I said, it's not. I'm not
I'm
blaming
also
you, it's
typically
just-
one of the last ones to join. That might
true.
be part of it.
No, it
What
may
I'm
be
hearing
your browser,
is you
to
should
be
get
honest.
on earlier on.
Nah,
Not for my lack of trying to get her to do so.
Sorry, that sounded shittier than I meant.
I am gonna say that every time you say it, you're still loading in Roll20 on my end. So maybe you just don't give it long enough to load.
I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes since before I went to grab
Yeah.
my pizza.
No, I'm glad you said something because it's important that everybody has the music. Does everybody hears it? Yes.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hearing music for sure.
Perfect. All right, everyone. As you stand huddled around, and I'm going to ask only because we've got the tokens kind of around, scattered around here. Who is actually standing by the chest at the moment here?
Definitely not fucking Loki.
I do remember a couple of you
believe it's
getting back.
Trix, Sato, and Lyric, because
And-
Lyric is behind Trix. Like, I was ready to grab her and roll with her if the chest.
And the cart
Yeah.
is over there where Flicker
No.
is.
No, I did not
Cart-
move the cart because I had already unhooked our pony, our mule. So the mule is with me, but the cart is still by the chest. I
Yeah,
can't move
crouched
him, so I
behind
can't
a
put him over
shield
there.
I made.
The wizard and the fucking sorcerer are the only smart ones on this fucking team.
We have the rock. So I believe, yeah,
Look,
Sato and Trix were
she's
picking the
rock
rock,
and
and
the
Sato's a
Lyric is ready.
barbarian. He can like take care of himself. No offense, Sato. But like Trix is our delicate young rogue. Okay, I have to be over here to protect her and throw my body on her if this thing explodes. No offense.
I was
I'd
also
say
over by Sato. giving
Totally
him
not
guidance.
smothering at all. No,
Well, we
never.
I think both me and Trix are the two that would take half damage, because she's got cutting action and I rage, so we're both at half damage prepared.
Assuming there is damage. Please don't jinx
Assuming,
this.
yeah.
Oh, yes. I love this so much. You don't even know, like, how I sat here. Sorry, immersion. I sat here during the week, and I'm just thinking, like, man, there's so many cool things, right? Because, like, we could have, like, a bomb go off, or... Which
A ghost pop
you guys
out.
think I would do that?
I'm
Yeah?
preset. I'm holding an action here.
Yeah? Okay. Let's get
It's
to it.
it's a severed pixie's head. We
I
already
would
know.
also like to say that I think
better
if
not
something
be.
does go wrong, Trix and
FBI.
Sato should have some credit for the fact that we're half expecting something to blow up.
You are half expecting
Dude, that's
something
why I
to blow
So
got
we're
you.
kind of braced, and that should be
Yo.
taken into consideration.
100%
Yeah,
right.
I told you,
Okay.
I'm gonna throw your body on the ground and throw myself on top of you.
I'm just over here beating my drum, giving inspiration to Sato, so I don't know what's going on.
You just kind of are. So, are you tapping your drum?
Yeah, I gave him inspiration.
Yeah.
What
did
was the
that.
song you sang
That's
last week?
Another thing I
It was
forgot to tell you, Alec, is your inspiration. I don't know if you need to touch first. Oh, sorry, no, it's guidance. Just so you know, in the future, your guidance has 60 feet. You're the only one in the game that has that.
My guidance says 60 feet?
30 feet, sorry.
30 feet. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
Where-
it was touch only.
Guidance is touch only, but spirit bards
Yeah.
get a
You
ranged
just do
one.
something,
Yeah, so it's a spirit bard specific thing.
Oh,
Bards
interesting.
are still monkeys.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, I didn't know that, so I'm over by you. That's
Yeah.
just where I was at the
Bardic
last part of the
inspiration
game.
is ranged as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to remember that. That's really good, Sato.
It's pretty
Really,
strong,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah. All right. So we have Talia, Loki, and Artak kind of in the back there. I
And
see Artak
Maladroit.
and Loki and Maladroit. Oh, I need to
I
give
can't.
you guys
Yeah, I
control
can't
of
move
him. I'm
Maladroit, so
sorry.
that I put a little
Here.
circle where he's standing.
I'm sorry about that. Here.
Don't apologize.
There you go. Now you can move him, Talia. He is drawn to you more than anybody else, so I would say you could probably.
Oh, that's not moving. That is drawing a circle.
Oh, I was like, oh
See?
no.
Oh no, I deleted my tokens!
Where did Talia go? Holy shit.
Did you
Oh,
apparently-
sponsor everything?
Apparently, if you...
Cat's gone too.
Oh,
Wow.
and now your token's fucked up. Well done.
It's
Oh
fine.
no, what happened to it?
Remember, this is the new token that doesn't have a transparent background yet.
Oh, okay. Let me
Hey.
find Keket.
Apparently, you can delete
Wow.
tokens
Did
you
you
have
do?
control over.
Cat and Maladroit, and I feel so sorry for any viewers who may be
Wow.
watching this.
Holy shit,
Holy
Keket's
shit!
big.
This is a
so
great
big.
session so far. I love
All right,
it.
we're all
It's
riding
great.
Keket to the Goblin Cave now.
I see no reason why not to. Clearly, sure, yes.
I was not aware. I have done
There
that
you go,
before, where I
Talia.
have like selected all, and It has never deleted tokens before, so that's new.
Where's Maladroid? Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Did you hit the delete button?
Oh,
Yes,
no,
but
dude.
it's never deleted tokens before. It's only deleted the artwork. So that's new.
You
They
ruined
added
a
that.
perfectly good token. Look
This
at
is
it.
what I
It has
mean.
anxiety.
They add stuff.
Did you try Control Z?
That
Scared to touch
wouldn't
anything.
work
I don't want to
on
mess
me.
anything
I
up
wouldn't.
now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. There you go. There's Maladroid. You should be able to move him now, Cat.
I can move Maladroit and I can move Cat, but I can't move myself.
What?
Are you sure you did the token?
I think this
Same
is
way?
actually glitched because now I have to assign control to you. What in the heck?
You probably have to mess with
there
the
you go.
dynamic lighting too.
All right. Well, I didn't set dynamic lighting on this page.
Oh.
This is when my TV crashed out
There.
and I had to.
And I'll make it a transparent background eventually. Right now, it's fine if I'm a white
okay.
square.
Oh, good. Just so
That's
you
where
guys
I'm
know,
standing.
it is 9:30 in the evening. It is pretty dark at this point. And for the sake of it, this map and the map, the camp just north of you here, those are the only two maps that'll be completely full vision at all. Every other map going forward is dynamic lighting. I just had to kind of do these in a different way. Anyway, just so
These
you
were
know.
pending.
Dare you
They
have
were.
life happen to you?
This is the loading zone for dynamic lighting.
It's true. It's true.
How
with
dare
that
you
being
learn
said,
the game like the rest of us?
I know there's a lot to it, but it's great. Like, don't get me wrong, I really love Roll20. I really do. It's just there's a lot to it. Okay.
The good stuff
So-
works so good that when the bad stuff doesn't work, it's really, really irritating.
It is. All right, guys. So you stand here with Loki and Artok kind of behind the rock back there, which is hilarious. I see.
I also
you.
have a conjured shield up in front of both of us, and I have
Okay.
like hunkered down with me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Like a
That's-
bunker.
Watch nothing
awesome.
happen. That's what I'm mostly expecting right now.
Talia's kind of in front of the horse or the mule. You've got the cart behind you. Trix and Sato kind of right up front, and Azel off to the right, just a bit to Sato's right, with Lyric kind of just behind Trix at the ready in case anything were to happen here. As you hear a click, click, click of gears.
Hmm.
The chest lid opens in front of you. And inside, Trix and Sato, it's very dark. There is a kind of a glimmer
Oh no.
that you notice along the outside edge of the inside of the chest. It's very, very peculiar.
Like metal glimmer, magic glimmer, something
roll a
about to
perception-
explode
Roll a
glimmer.
perception check.
Anthrax glimmer.
Sato,
Anybody else
I knew a
was
girl
pointed
named
and
Glimmer.
then explode?
Sato, roll
Yeah.
a perception check as well, please.
Perception.
Yeah. Lyrics, you're just a little bit behind at the moment, but we'll get there.
No, you're good. That
Yeah.
was in character. That was lyric.
Oh,
As
no, I
they
know.
opened the chest and nothing happened. Anybody
Yeah.
else a little upset it didn't explode?
Nah.
There you go. 20.
I'm not. It would have
Ooh, look
blown
at
up
that.
our
Very
cart.
nice. So
I mean,
Trix,
I wasn't hoping for it to explode, but
there is a Trix. You notice it's really hard to see in the moonlight here. You kind of have a full moon above you that's kind of illuminating basically the whole terrain here. You can see the trees, you can see the landscape of the land. But inside the chest, with the lid open now, mostly open, almost completely open, as a matter of fact. It's very dark. The shimmer that you see, it's like a white shimmer around the outside edge of the inside of the chest. Sato, to you, it looks like rippling water, the surface of rippling water, or something. It's black. As black as the blackest ash that you've ever seen. Kind of with ripples kind of on the surface.
Black rippling water.
Okay. I'm going to give it like 5-10 seconds, and if nothing happens, I'm going to turn to Aetzel and go, hey, glowing dude, get over here.
Glowing dude.
okay. Bloop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he's not at a good angle, I may just reach up and grab his shoulder and then just move him into better position.
All right. Is that what you're gonna do, Trix? That's fantastic.
If I can't see with him just standing there, I'm gonna just kind of bend
I would
him at the
say-
waist.
At this point, Azel, if you're all right with it, we're gonna go ahead and have Trix roll a dex check.
I
Again.
mean, I'm not gonna contest it. So
All right, then fair enough. Then it happens without a dex check.
But you're just like
you just
adjusting
yank
a
him.
lamp.
Yeah, you yank him down. So with the added light, Trix, very well thought. With the added light inside Trix, the inside of the chest is illuminated. The lid, however, the lid is, but the base, the foundation of the chest itself, the contents, if you will,
It
is still
basically
exactly the same.
a shadowy void.
A shadowy void.
I'm
Some
just
kind
gonna
of
look
a-
at them and go, anybody else think that's weird?
It's definitely
Weird. I'm gonna look over Trix's shoulder.
does anybody want me to stick my hand
Like,
in
I'm gonna
it?
grab her shoulder
No!
and look over it.
We're not sticking body parts in there until we stick something that's not a
Please?
body
I
part.
think
in
I
there.
see apples in there. We
When
could try
I
bobbing.
look
Eh.
at said shadowy void, does it look magical at all?
Roll an Arcana check.
Because I am weary of magical darkness.
Are we sure it's not just full of the water that was in the lake?
No, there'd be a shimmer off the surface. And we'd
It's
be able
a
to still
shit-
see the bottom.
Nat 20!
Oh, are you
Oh.
serious?
20!
This
Yes,
is
sir!
fantastic. All right, Lyric,
Who needs a
whisper in there.
wizard?
Yes!
I love you, Artok.
Hold on. I'm slow at this, bad at this. Okay.
I'm just gonna chill with Arthur behind this rock until
Yeah.
everything's safe.
I
I
just
seriously
whispered to
just want
Loki.
to stick
It's
my
like,
arm in it.
It's fucking idiots.
Yeah, we're both back here like, this is gonna end poorly.
This is gonna be very bad.
Hey, at least I said something before I started opening the chest, like, hey, this thing is clicking, you know, what if this thing explodes, you know.
And you still did it.
But now some genius is gonna stick their hand in it. So
No, nobody is sticking body parts in there until we stick something that's not living in there.
New
Tricks,
term
there are
for
no participation awards in deadly situations.
Mm. New term for NSFW. Never
So
safe
you're-
from
you're saying-
Waluigi.
You're saying that Artok has zero interest in figuring out what the fuck is going on inside the chest.
I didn't say that. I'm saying just because you
overly
said this could be a
cautious.
bad idea and then followed through with that idea doesn't mean you didn't participate in the bad idea.
yeah, no.
Now, if it doesn't kill you all, yeah, I'll come look at it.
I mean, we could try drinking it.
Yes,
That's
I'd be
assuming
down with
it's
that.
a liquid.
for science.
Wait, hold on. If it's whiskey, you need to put your new whiskey stone in
I
there,
could
see?
dunk my stone.
No, we are not mixing unknown, dark, and creepy magics.
That's
Why
like
not?
a Tuesday for me.
Yeah, because you're a creepy wizard. That's why.
He's got a staff that keeps returning
Bad
to him every
creepy
time he loses a
magic
break.
plus more bad
eccentric?
creepy magic is generally
Oh,
a
I'm so sorry.
bad idea.
Yeah, how dare you.
It's not like, a double negative where it cancels itself out.
Could be. You never know.
No, there's
Then you can test that when I'm well far away.
I'm gonna stick my finger in it.
If you try, you're probably going to get stabbed.
Why?
That's what she said. Sorry. Gotta stick my
Because
finger
for
in it.
all
You're gonna
I
get
know,
stabbed
you
if you try.
fucking with that is going to get me injured or killed.
Well, then back away before I do it. Jeez.
Scientific
This is why I
method.
put up the shield.
This is scientific method. What are you talking about?
No. You start with non-human body parts after you've taken a good, just general look and examine it. Then you insert non-human living bits, and then if nothing happens to that, then maybe you try an unimportant limb.
Fine, let's go catch a rabbit and dip
I
it
usually
into
use
water, alright?
low-key
we could just-
protest
we could
at
just use
this
the cat.
decision.
You're
Well,
you're
we-
assuming it's water.
I
We
don't
are
You
know
just
the
said it's like
cat.
a
Cat in there.
shadowy void. That does not imply liquid.
Over to Clicker, pick her up, we can use this.
That was great. Why don't we use a cat?
Wow.
Wow, guys. Artok, what about Zephyr? Come on, stick
I
your...
mean,
Yeah, you
realistically,
can
we got
resummon Zephyr.
a
You
pile
can
of
resummon
electrocuted fish.
Flicker.
He doesn't know that yet.
No, I don't know that yet.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Never mind.
It just
Sorry, didn't mean to
appeared-
metagame.
So how much of this conversation is in game?
Oh no.
Some of it
Ignored.
is, especially me telling everybody they're not gonna dunk a fucking squirrel in there.
I think we're actually doing pretty
I
well
said
for
rabbit,
RP
but
out of
okay.
character.
It doesn't
I know,
matter.
right?
I'll put it in there. Like, no.
We are
is-
RPing out of...
I look around like, where is Zephyr?
Oh shit. Did Reed delete him
You
too?
I
dismissed him.
cannot.
No, I never dismissed him. He's just been kind of fucking
Yeah, you
around.
just said he flew off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Fine,
how,
how
I,
about...
kn- you know how I
fine.
know something bad is about that chest? Because they're taking so long.
Well,
Yes, but
Loki, how
Riggs
about
likes
this?
to be descriptive.
If you don't like live animals, how about I just find a particularly big bug
No.
and I dip it in?
God.
Oh, like the one that tried to
I
kill
told you, we
Absolutely
start
not.
by
Okay.
looking.
So the second I realize what I saw, Riggs, I'm
Yeah.
going to grab Sato by the shoulder. I know I'm not going to be able to yank him, but I'm going to strongly encourage him to yank back. I'm going to grab Trix by the shoulder. I'm going to yank back, and I'm going to go, get the fuck away from it! And I'm going to jerk them both back.
Whisper to Loki, I told you.
Okay. Do you guys resist?
Fuck away.
No,
Kind of really
but
fast. So.
Back up.
where's I got
Hazel,
a
you too.
question. Where's the
A
pile
nest?
of electrocuted fish that Hazel caught?
Beside the pond.
No.
They're
We'll get to that in a
down here.
minute.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, we'll get.
stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't touch it. Just back off. Hazel, back up. Artok!
Can I
I'm
just...
gonna look over at Artok and be like, I ain't going.
I'm not backing up. I'm just gonna be like...
Put
"Can
my
I
hand
just-"
out like we're gonna Rochambeau.
I'm just
for it.
gonna, I'm just gonna poke my head over so I can kind of see him better. Hey, Artok, there's some weird magical shit in this chest.
It
I yell back,
seems
no
like it's
fucking shit.
it seems like it's a liquid. Should
Lizard,
I just
wizard.
dump over the chest?
No!
I will
Absolutely
stab you.
not!
I gotta say, hold on just a second to Hazel.
For the love of God, nobody drink it or touch it.
I'm backing
It's
up.
not liquid! You guys, it's a portal! Artok, get your lizard wizard ass over here!
Oh shit, I know
Racist.
about portals. Jump. No, I'm joking.
No!
Again, I will stab you. This has been said in character now.
Hey, the last time I went down a portal, Loki and we had a good chest time, didn't we?
Is it a
All right,
portal?
As I walk over, I kick the lid shut.
Don't!
Oh, you're gonna kick
Oh!
Hang on.
Artok!
Without touching the portal.
So if it's a portal, I'm gonna look at
Artok!
Did it lock again?
Are you
Yeah.
kicking the lid shut? Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna look at Artok and say maybe you should send Zephyr down there because if it
So,
ports him
one sec-
somewhere you might be
one
able to see.
That's
as
how I would
No.
that's how I would react. to a
Artok
portal,
walks
so.
up and kicks at the chest, and the lid does slam shut. You hear a click.
And it locks again?
I'm just
Thank
gonna
you.
stare at him
Yeah, it
deadpan
does
and like,
lock
did
again.
you just fucking lock that after we spent like 30 minutes unlocking it?
Okay.
I just point at
So-
Lyric. I say, she said it's a portal.
Yeah, I didn't shut it because I knew it would lock again. And yes, it's a portal. Okay, there's a portally void down there. Y'all didn't see it, but there's a goddamn ladder in that thing that leads into the nothingness.
I
It's
just
a
kind of stare.
portal.
I stare at them all as like, I don't see what I.
I
did.
have a suggestion.
No,
We
Okay.
don't
No,
have
no,
a key
I
to
have a
open it.
suggestion.
guys. You know what? Cool. I'm walking off. It's a portal. Unlock it. Go down in it. Do all you want to. It's not like a whole bunch of guys 300, 400, 6,000 years ago picked it up and chunked it into the lake for no damn reason.
You know what?
Has a
Guys?
point.
I got.
I just point at Lyric. Thank you.
If we could find a
We
squirrel.
need to talk later though, because like I saw a vision for
A
that
squirrel.
thing, but nobody wants to hear it.
If
So
we could trap a squirrel or a rabbit, actually, that rabbit idea is better than we
Hey
thought.
guys,
Vision.
we already have a mission right now, and this seems like it's going to be very involved. This chest has been sitting at the bottom of the lake, not hurting anybody for a long ass time. I vote we stick this on the cart to deal with later.
I'm
I
kind of
s-
curious what it does.
I actually second that motion.
I
getting
think we
inspired.
throw it back in the lake.
I think we
Okay.
keep it.
We have two votes. or
I
two
love this.
options. We take it with us and deal with it later, or we throw it back in the lake.
Take it with us and deal with it
Hey.
later.
Or we
Option
open
three.
it.
Guys,
Open it again.
how,
I'm gonna pull,
Okay,
pull on
time
the lid.
out.
Is it locked?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Time
There's a
out.
lot of going on right here.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of fighting and talking and arguing over each other, and I happened to notice while everyone was screaming, Lyric said something about a vision. Maybe we
I heard
know
that
more
too.
about that
I
before we
did.
decide what to do with the chest.
no one ever listens to the
Fair
monk,
enough.
man.
What did
I
you
Because
get-
the
see,
monk
Lyric?
looks in mirrors that she's not supposed to be looking in. That I told her
Okay,
not to look
you
in.
know what? When you see your sibling burning your parents' house to the ground in a mirror, we will argue with you about looking in mirrors, okay?
You don't want to be my sister.
You don't want to be my brother, so we're even, okay?
You have a sister or talk.
Please, lovely Lyric, tell us about the
Okay.
vision you saw.
So, when I looked down in that thing, I immediately realized it was a portal, okay? There's a ladder in it. Apparently, y'all didn't see it very good. I'm the only one without dark vision looking in that damn thing, and I saw it. And anyway, and then you look at all the magic around it. It is ancient. It is old. And as I realized how ancient and old it was, all of a sudden I just saw in my head a cart zooming through the woods, somebody in hurried pursuit of it, and all the guys go running off into the woods with the chest off the cart. They look around, they look out into the lake, and they yeeted it into the lake as these other people came charging after them. And in my mind, when I came back to and looked down in that pit, my brain went, that was instructions. I feel very confidently that that shit is bad news.
I would like to point out that any portal is a two-way door, so something could just as easily come out as we can go in. So
Fair.
Tap
But-
Alice
We're going
and
to
point
Back
keep
low.
to the
it.
lake.
Thank you, sir.
back to the lake it goes.
If
Hold
we
on,
are
hold on.
going to keep
If
it,
this is really that dangerous, is the lake really the best place to dispose of it?
what are they gonna do? Drain the lake into the portal? My thing.
It's not that big of a
That's
lake.
true. But if it's been down there for that long, now here's my thing. I think we should eat it back into the lake. If y'all really want to investigate it at a later date and time, we need to do better than just locking it.
Fair.
If we pull on the lid, is it locked tight again?
It is.
So I'm gonna look and say these locks are strong to tricks. We've just picked it. We know how strong this lock is. This thing's not gonna pop open by itself.
Not without quite a lot of time, but still having some sort of extra, at least tying like a couple of ropes around it, so that if it does get unlocked, it buys us a little bit more time to figure out something.
I like that idea.
How about this? How about we yeet it into the lake, we go into this cave that we're about to go into, and then once we're done,
Yeah, we probably.
we
If
come
this
back
thing is
and
as
grab
dangerous
it-
as you
grab
said, we
it.
probably don't want to leave it sitting out on the cart while we're cave diving and spelunking.
Sounds like we're about half
So-
and half
so-
here.
so-
Talia,
so, but
you
yeah.
found it. What do you think?
How about we bury it?
Burying it's a good option.
It-
the
it
people in
was-
my vision
it-
didn't have time for something like that.
It was not exactly easy to fish that up out of the lake.
Burying
Well,
it would
yes.
make it
How big
easier
it-
to recover and also be a better hiding spot than shoving it in a lake where anybody can see it.
DM, what's
could
the,
even bury it under the
dimensions of
fire-
the chest?
4.5 by 3.
We could even bury it
width or height,
underneath the
or width?
campfire where it wouldn't be suspicious if there's disturbed dirt.
So about 4.5. In width.
Yeah, 3 dimensions. 3-dimensional.
Yeah. So 4 by 3 by 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
What if we hid it in the abandoned camp?
I don't trust that place.
I don't trust that place either.
I don't think that's a good idea. I would. I like the idea of burying it, but I almost want to throw it back to where it was, because I mean, it had been left there for God knows how long, and no one
We
discovered
could bury
it until we
it
came
on
along.
the edge of the
Does
lake.
anybody? Okay, I'm not super great with magic, or like history or anything like that. Does anybody recognize the writing on the side of it?
Can I take a look at it, Riggs?
You can. Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
I would say Loki, roll a. So you just kind of want to look at the text itself, the inscription.
Well, she said, "Can anybody look
Me and my
at it?"
phone.
So that's
Yeah, I
exactly
just
what I'm
kind
gonna
of want to
do.
see if anybody in our group can translate the inscription.
So what would that
Something
be?
you say to the group.
Loki, let
Yes,
me.
I said to the whole group.
I'm definitely
Raise
not
my
touching
hand
it.
like I can try.
Let me see
So
something.
I'm very
really quick,
awkwardly
guys.
leaning in, trying to look at it, but at the same time, like trying to keep my hands or anything from touching it.
Oh wow, Loki. I'm looking at your languages right now. Okay. Loki, roll an investigation check for me.
Regular,
Yeah, I'm
normal
gonna do something. Yeah.
investigation. 12. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
13's not bad.
13. Okay. Loki, as you begin to run your hand along
No, no,
no?
no touchy.
Oh, no touchy. No
My,
touchy. Okay.
my hands are behind my back as I'm looking at this in an awkward position, trying to not touch it.
No, I understand. We need to
I'm
get you
Doing
some
like the
rogue
hand
gloves,
wave.
man.
I'm
need to get you some rogue
I'm
gloves.
avoiding this box like the plague. Touching it.
Love that.
All right,
Ooh,
so
touchy.
Loki, as you wave your hand above the surface of the chest as to not touch it, you see from the blue tint of light emanating off of Azel's armor, along with the bright full moon in the sky above you. You can see the depiction, Loki, kind of pounded out maybe with an old hammer and a chisel, possibly. This looks very old to you. Definitely not forge made, or I mean not made from a stamp or something. This is custom made, from what you can tell. A lot of time was taken. There is a scene of a great battle, Loki. It looks like many different forms of life here on the battlefield. Some tall, some short, some overly short. You can see there are very large beings kind of behind them with lifted staves, weapons maybe. Across the battlefield, on the other side, on the left-hand side of the chest, Loki, on the plating, you can see across the battlefield there is a large mass that seems to have been smudged out and pounded out to kind of maybe hide what this was, or maybe in an attempt to kind of defile it or deface it. So you can't really see what they're fighting, but there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of soot damage here. It looks like it was burned at one point on the left-hand side. There are filigree patterns that kind of wrap up and around the legs in a very kind of intricate way, like up and around, and they kind of curl up and around the handle. One handle is actually broken, Loki. As you observe this, one is totally fine. On the right is kind of a large ring, if you will. Every piece on the outside of this chest looks like it has purpose. There isn't one piece of metal or piece of wood that isn't carved or decorated and with some etching or some kind of carved design. It's very, very beautiful as you look at it here. One thing you do notice, Loki, in my long-winded description, is there are something in the back etched. They look runic to you, ancient. They're very there are a lot of patterns, a lot of wavy, swoopy patterns. There's a lot of lines. There's a stack of 3 lines with kind of a curled symbol above it. You can see nothing that looks familiar to you in your travels, Loki.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look at this death box and just comment to everybody the wonderful craftsmanship, and then I'm going to ask Artuk to come look at these runes that I noticed. Maybe if he knows something about them.
I walk around the chest and kind of get down on my haunches next to Loki to look at it. I whispered to him, like, it might take me a little longer, but I can definitely figure this out. But just looking at it, is there something I would recognize, Reeks? My languages, they should be on my character sheet.
Yes, actually. I looked at this earlier. Let me just double check here. Okay, yeah. You do see Artok. Believe it or not, there is something here written. And without any kind of a history check or investigation check or anything at all, I'd like you to just go ahead and join me in the Whisper Room, please.
Sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, the whisper room is never good.
I mean, one could argue.
Usually it means something's up.
Yeah, it means something's up, and not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. It's just, something's afoot.
Based off of what Lyric was saying about her vision, it might not have been bad. It might have just been something they were trying to keep from the other people. And then the people
True.
died, and so they couldn't come back to retrieve
Yeah,
it.
but I very much got this gut
It-
feeling of throw it in the lake.
It is a very dark, evilly looking portal, though.
Yeah, and like I said, a portal's a two-way street, so.
I mean, the portal that
I
Loki
mean-
and I went down was also dark and black.
Another
that one
thing
we
is,
didn't really have much of a choice. It just kind of happened to you.
we're
This
all
one we have a choice.
keep in mind we're all in debt, thousands of gold with a potential curse over our heads, and this thing could be worth some.
Oh shit! I
coin.
didn't know Artok and Reeks were in the Whisper Room.
Yeah,
I thought
they've
we
been
were
in the
actually-
Whisper Room.
I went to the bathroom. I thought we were just role playing, but yeah, no. I think if it's got a ladder,
good
we can go in and
point.
out of it.
Theoretically.
And
It is a
some
good point
come
that
up
it
the
could be
ladder.
worth a lot of money.
We can send a beast in there too and inspect
Yeah,
it.
but
How about you
well-
send your spider in
Beast?
there?
Well, I could send my spider, or if we could catch a rabbit or a squirrel or something.
Actually,
What
We've
is
got-
with you
we've
and
got Artok's
animal spies?
We've got
Well-
Artok's familiar. He can see through its eyes.
Yeah,
Although if it's a portal,
if
then
we
that
if we
probably
caught a
won't.
little squirrel, I could see through the squirrel's eyes too.
I just don't like the idea of putting a poor animal down there, not knowing what it would do to it.
Could be a
I have
stash
to agree
of
with that
chestnuts.
statement.
That's why I think we should take Artok's familiar down there, because it won't die. If it
That's
gets hurt.
assuming we decide to keep it.
True, a familiar wouldn't die. Well, I mean, it would die, but it would be.
Although we technically
You
don't
know how
that Artok
familiars
does.
work.
I'm kind of metagaming by saying that, but
Yeah, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
we're not
Also,
we're not
also,
really.
if you're
The
gonna metagame, I'm
sass,
gonna metagame right
Loki.
back. Do you know how freaking expensive familiars are?
Oh yeah, I know. It's like
They're not
50
that
or
much.
100 gold pieces to revive it if it dies, or something like that.
I think it's
10,
10.
but you have to have the supplies.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much Artok bought when he was at the shop there.
Yeah.
You bought enough for 2 castings.
Is that what he bought? Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
So yeah, it's 10 gold. So
We're broke motherfuckers right now.
Well, I definitely am.
Some of us need to be more concerned than others, considering they may or may not have traded their blood.
Hey, you still made a deal, blood or not.
Matthew Haley, instead of giving your money to big corporations for pride, give the money to a gay directly. Me. And he puts his Cash App on Facebook.
there you go.
Dude. Yes. Also, after this, can we go to bed, guys? Because
As soon as we decide what to do with the chest, yes.
I am tapped out on resources. I am very tired. I have punched a lot of things today. I have shape-shifted a lot. I have ran a lot.
I don't know what you guys are on about. I'm fine.
You know what? You didn't get thrown across the map by an ogre this afternoon, so I don't want to hear it.
Although I am getting low on spells, so.
See, you're
Wait.
running out of energy too.
I definitely need some of my spell slots to be done.
Whatever you did to my character sheet, Sato, it reset my spell slots, so I don't actually
Oh,
know.
did it?
Yeah, I don't actually know how much I have left, but I know I used. Pretty sure I used 2 invisibilities, so.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, no, it's because if you look at your thing, you got 2 second level spells. You only got 1 left.
Oh no.
I think it's right. I don't.
Why
think
did
you
he
used
have to
any
do a
of the
wisdom
level spells.
save?
No, I just fixed it. What I'm saying is.
Oh, you just fixed it. Oh, god.
Yeah.
No one else noticing the dice rolls? Hold on.
Wisdom saves at that.
I think you just used
second
inspiration
one
to
wasn't
try to get a
bad.
higher
Oh.
one.
I think I was playing around with your short rest, long rest. That's why I just did that. Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it worked, and I forgot that it affected your spell slots too. Yeah.
Those are
Thank
some
you,
scary
everybody.
wisdom saves.
Woo! Holy crap! Thank you guys
Those-
for being patient.
Those are scary wisdom saves. I don't like them.
Neither do I.
Do we have to fight the lizard wizard? I don't fight the lizard wizard.
Can you guys hear me? My mic says it's
Yes.
not
We
lighting
can
up. Okay.
now.
Uh,
That was
okay.
weird. Now we can, but I couldn't before.
Oh, I said don't worry about it.
That doesn't.
That
make
sounds like
sense.
something someone who possessed would say.
What color
so
are your
I'm-
eyes?
Next to Loki, and I kind of get like a wide-eyed look on my face. And then I just kind of take a lean back away from it, rub my eyes, and just look at Loki and say, well, you weren't wrong. Definitely not something good.
We eat it into the river.
I just look at him like, I don't think that would be the best option long term.
I'd
Now
rather
that
keep it.
we've opened it.
Oh no, is it one of those where once we've touched? Oh no, oh no.
I just like put my hand on his shoulder, like, all right, relax, calm down.
I'd rather keep it
I
in
don't
our
know.
hands.
I need to do more experiments.
That is a thought. The only way to make sure it's safe and not causing trouble is to keep our eyes on it.
Yeah, keep it in our hands instead of
Or
somebody
like
else
encase it
happening upon
in lead, throw it in a volcano.
Okay.
Those aren't
okay,
exactly
so-
easy to do.
So everybody, whoever has ropes, chains, I don't care, whatever it is, we keep that trunk shut.
I look at Loki like, I appreciate your trust in me, but did you want to know what it says?
I would like to know what it says.
I would love to know what it says.
it. Yes, please.
Sometimes it's better not to know these things, guys.
I just look at him. Knowledge is power.
That.
So I get down and I'm like next to Loki and I'm
Ugh,
kind
I can't
of
believe I said that.
pointing to certain symbols, and I just say, "This is
Gross.
abyssal,"
What?
and it's hard to make out with, some of the. This has been at the bottom of the lake, and it's a wooden chest. Some of the markings are hard to decipher, but this one here says stored forever. This one, I point to another part, says locked away. This
The
is a
first one
symbol
said
that
what?
kind of
I'm sorry.
Forever.
Locked away.
stored forever. The second one was locked away. There's this symbol here that can't really make it out. It could be like oubliette or pit or dungeon.
Idiot.
So this might be some sort of dungeon, or jail cell.
Well,
Or a
that's what this
prison for
postscript
something.
says.
A prison for something.
It's some sort of ancient method they use to transport enemies or prisoners or.
That could come in handy. I mean, if we run into trouble with the goblins, we can always just open the chest,
It could.
Shove it in their cage and run and let them deal with it.
That being said, from what I'm reading here, there's no way to know if it's empty. So, I think it was a good idea to kick it shut just in case, especially when we're dealing with the abyss. But
Now,
there's
are you
this-
glad
there's
that I
this
called you
last
over here?
part here, and I point to like the bottom, and it's like this little postscript. It almost looks like, I can't really tell because its part's kind of scratched away. It could either be a warning
Wait,
of what's
Riggs.
inside, or it could be a symbol that says disregard everything above, it's all a lie.
Riggs, I have a question.
I don't know.
Sure.
Can I use mending specifically on the script to try to restore it?
Oh no.
You can certainly try.
I would like to
Oh,
try.
that seems like something you should at least run by the party.
Now,
Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine.
yeah, I'll talk to
Just mending.
Artok. I'll talk to Artok. I'll say, Artok, would you like if I just fixed up the writing a little bit? Hopefully you can get more out of it.
I mean,
as long as you don't touch it.
yeah,
I have to touch
I'd
it.
say
If just
should-
touching it was going to do something, the fish would have acted.
I'd look at Loki and then I'd just like shove the chest really quick just to scare him.
I'm gonna hop back.
That's right, there you go.
Wow.
I'll look at Artok and
Artok
just sort
is
of
such
wedge
an
my
asshole.
glaive
I
under
love
the
him.
corner and wiggle it a bit.
I'm gonna give you a dirty look, Artok.
Ooh, it's gonna get you, Loki. No, and then I sit
You're
on it
a
just to
dick.
make sure it stays shut, and then I just
Yeah.
let him try his mending on the script.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
yeah, I would like to try my mending on the script.
And I tell Sato to put his boot on it too to keep it shut.
I'll sit on it.
Okay.
It's-
And look at everybody and go, my ass seems fine, ladies and gentlemen.
all right, Hazel.
Yes, sir.
As you get close to the chest here, you begin to get close in order to touch it, to be able to cast mend on it. You put your hand on the symbol that seems to be scratched away or damaged, and as you do, it's cold to the touch, Hazel. It's what you would expect a metal to be. This is quite jagged. You can feel there are pieces of metal kind of maybe taken out from a hit from a large weapon or something. And as you focus all of your intent, there is a repulsion on your hand, pushes your hand away from the chest.
Well,
you
guys,
are
it's
unable.
it's magically warded, so that's great.
Kind of look at him with big sorry, like the prison cell is magically warded. Kind of knowing that this is what was gonna happen.
Well, trying to help you. Come on.
No, it was a good idea. It was a good idea.
I was
No,
I was just laughing. It's like, yeah, it's just that's for the pickpocket. Now we're even.
Okay,
Then
that's
just
fair.
laugh, clap on the shoulder.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna leave this fuck alone. Cool, nice,
I'd say
awesome.
put
Can
it
we
on
go
the
to bed
cart.
now?
Well, I think we need to figure out something a little bit more secure than just tying ropes around it for the short term.
Look, if it took y'all that long to unlock it,
And it seems to be magically warded. I don't think
And,
anything's gonna
like,
get out of it.
I think it's gonna be fine.
Although some random bounty hunter can find it, open it, and fuck around with it. If we just, you know what I mean?
Well,
As long as we're keeping an eye on it, like.
yeah, we're gonna stay with it. We'll bury it or something like Trix
Well-
suggested.
We'll,
Hey.
like, have one of us sleep next to it tonight.
I nominate Sato.
Hang on a second.
You know what?
He's
That's
the
fair.
biggest.
You are the biggest.
He is the biggest.
Nope, you're not
I
sleep
don't know
with
if we
it.
need
You're
to. I don't know if we need to sleep with it necessarily.
just like put your
Let's-
pillow
let's-
up against the
let's do the-
side of the opening.
Let's do the rope deal. I don't know if ropes are going to help him magically lock a warded chest. I mean, it seems redundant, but we could tie it up for extra security and then just.
How about we tie it to your pillow for the night?
It was. I'll sleep with it. God damn.
I'll make it.
It'll
I'll
be
put.
fine.
I can put a rope around one of the handles and tie it to my ankle, and that way, if somebody tries to carry it off, they'll drag me with it.
Fair. That works.
I love that. That's actually great. I could picture that.
Do
While
you
they're
guys
doing
not
that-
remember how heavy it was and how hard it was to carry it over here? Anyone
That's
walks into
true.
the campsite and picks it up to fuck off with it, we're gonna hear them.
You
Honestly, if
say
they-
that.
Also,
Honestly, if I can, I say they deserve to leave with it.
don't we have like alarm spells too?
Yes, that would
No.
also help.
I don't.
We need it tonight, but we could if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, I would.
While they're doing
I-
that, though, I'm gonna walk down the hill and start picking up all the fish, trying to see if they're still good.
Yeah, you got it.
'Cause I'm-
I'm
Ah.
going to say I feel
Okay.
a lot safer knowing it's magically.
I will ask Azel and Sato to help me use, I believe, my rope. I assume I have rope.
Okay.
To do at least like 3 or 4 loops around the chest.
Sure, absolutely. And no checks required if a couple of you are going to do it. We'll just say it takes you
Well,
a
I
couple of
just like
minutes.
Sato because this thing is heavy, and Azel
Sure.
because extra pair of hands.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
just-
totally.
I'll just stand around providing light. I'm not going to help.
Okay.
Are we going to be able to lift it enough to get rope underneath it?
It's pretty heavy, but you could probably, a couple of you, yeah, without any
Or
check.
if I wedge my glaive under and use it as the fulcrum?
Yeah, like the chest itself, just so you know, out of the water and sitting here like kind of on the land, 2 of you could lift the chest. You know, two of you could probably pretty easily and carry it. One of you would probably could probably do it, but it would be a burden. You know what I mean? It would be imagine carrying a 4.5 by 3 by 3 foot chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's made out of a seemingly hardwood and a bunch of metal. So you can imagine the weight of it. So you could lift it up. You could probably lift it up yourself, Sato, the corner, to put the rope underneath if you wanted to.
Sure, I'll help Trix use a rope to wrap it.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody, it would probably be Sato.
Yeah, yeah. And Artak, as you walk over, you see the fish here. They are electrified, as you could tell. There's probably did we actually give you a
13
number?
is what I
Oh,
wrote
no,
down.
13 fish.
Is that right?
I think that is right. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that is right. Let me see. I think actually I have that written down here. So, they are, from what you can tell, Artak, as amazing of an idea as it was. These fish are well done in every sense of the way. It seems that their organs, their brain, their eyeballs, everything is kind of cooked together.
That's not going to taste great.
You could absolutely have a feast if you'd like, but
Just like not acknowledging that these are beyond edible, and I'm just picking it up like this was awesome. Wow, look at all
It
these
was-
fish. La la la. Like just
it was pretty
really
awesome.
pleased with them myself.
Talia just waiting for her "I told you so" moment over here.
I'll
But
take
to
it
be
back up
fair-
and use my firebolt to restart the fire and start putting them on sticks I find around to cook them a little more.
Yeah, you got it.
Heat them
Got
back up.
Oh my god.
That is
That's great.
the most Artalk thing that he has ever Artalked, you guys.
I'm gonna go over to Artalk. I'm gonna take a fish and just start eating it. Like I've done this shit before in the wild.
Are there any
hilarious.
not burned fish left in the lake?
Who's actually gonna chomp down on a piece of fish?
Me.
I'm
All
gonna wait.
Me too.
I need.
Oh, I'll eat
Okay.
electric fish.
You're gonna eat an electric fish. Anybody
I'm
who's
gonna
gonna chomp down on an electric fish, roll a 1d4 for me, please.
Oh, good, because
boy.
Talia
I'm
is eating
going-
provisions and giving her pony some carrots.
Yeah.
Oh, one.
All right.
Oh
All
no!
right. So Azel, as you chomp down on this fish,
Oh,
it tastes actually not very bad. The juices are kind of mixed together, but I mean mostly it tastes like fish, so it doesn't seem all that bad to you. Artak and Sato,
Oh, no.
as you chomp down on this fish, there is the most putrid taste that it's just the most horrible thing you've ever experienced as far as taste goes. Do you continue chewing and smiling, or do you spit it out on the
No,
floor?
if
on
it's
the ground?
gross, if it's gross, I won't eat it.
You spit it out.
Yeah.
Hazel, it's very odd to you that they're spitting it out. It seems quite good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I've had
power
this type of
through.
fish before.
Just be like,
I never learned
not the
how
worst
to
I've
gut
ever had.
fish in the wild. I just, whenever I fished, I picked them up and I cooked them whole. So I've eaten them like that before.
There you go. That's perfect.
Go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make do with my rations.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So
well,
yeah.
while they shenanigans, I'm gonna walk over to Talia and the horse and
Yes.
as she's eating her rations and feeding the horse, and I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce and start
I'm-
actually meditating.
Okay, you got it. Where's the
Because
cart,
I'm
by
like,
the way?
it's
Is
late
the
at
cart-
night, guys.
The cart's by
It's
the
still by the
chest.
chest.
Oh, you guys are leaving. Okay, so,
I had
so
not-
everything's where you want it.
Yeah, I had not moved back to where I was going to spend the night because I'm standing here with the donkey.
Okay,
Mule?
nice.
Mule. Is he a mule?
Yeah,
He's
mule.
a mule.
He's a
okay.
mule.
He's a mule.
Well,
He's a
you
miracle.
have this wonderful bond, and you don't even know what he is.
He's a mighty,
Oh, hush.
heroic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're all
Anyway,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
gathered by the
start
fire
my
here.
meditation process.
Okay, yes.
when I'm done eating,
Yeah.
I'd like to start my ritual for
Okay.
the first time of my tiny hut.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
What?
Centered over the
So
fire.
that
You
where's the
got it,
fire?
Artok.
That not gonna
Or
get
like-
us all.
It should.
It says 9 creatures of
You
medium
have to-
size.
Yes, but you have to be in the 10-foot radius when it's cast for it to actually work. Because if we try to enter it and we weren't
Where's
in it
it?
when it was cast, it's not gonna let us.
Where does it say that?
It
If-
says anybody
okay,
you allow.
10-foot radius this dome brings into existence around you and above you and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave its area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you.
Oh, when
The
you
spell
cast,
spells-
it's right here.
Yeah,
Fifth
the
sentence.
creatures and objects within the dome when you cast it can move throughout it freely.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold off then. Thank you.
Okay. Or
That's
if
the rules.
you want to like call us
Okay.
over though, we can do that too. That'll
Yeah, you guys can go ahead
'Cause I
and,
can come
and
closer.
spin this. Yeah.
I can decide to be closer to the
Yeah,
fire.
I'll
when I decide
call
to
everybody
meditate.
over and I'll tell Talia to
Yeah.
bring her 2 little ones too,
Okay.
or big one, little one.
Yeah, and we'll allow Keket and Flicker as well, and it's fine. As well as where is your familiar at?
Yeah, he fucked off.
Oh,
somewhere.
that's
I don't know.
right.
He
He's
flew
not-
off
I think-
somewhere.
I think he died, didn't he?
No.
Oh
Wait,
no,
what?
he
He
just
did not
flew off
die.
somewhere.
Oh, he
Doing his
flew
own
off.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing his own thing.
God. Okay.
He's probably
I
in a
would have
tree
known he
somewhere
died.
hunting Keket.
Hey. No.
Why are
No.
y'all so mean to each other?
My bird is not the natural prey of your bird. Hunt your own prey.
My bird's not a bird, so
Just saying.
just
Not
saying.
hunting Keket.
There are no rules.
Keket was given to
D&D.
me by the gods. I dare you to bite Keket.
I made.
Don't
Zephyr.
dare him, he'll do it.
Look how much bigger he is now. He can totally eat Keket.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'll bring everybody in and just say, sit tight for 10 minutes.
I'm
Then
sorry,
I'll-
I didn't mean to like role lawyer or metagame there. I'm intimately familiar with this spell.
Well, that's fine. I
While-
appreciate the assist.
While he's preparing the spell, I'm going to sit by the fire, kind of crisscross applesauce,
Yeah.
get out my drum,
Yeah.
and I'm also going to use minor. I think I can do this. A sound or an image of an object. Well, I'm going to create a sound. Basically, it's going to be like a violin, a flute, or something. And I'm just going to play my drum and have an accompanying sound with it,
Okay.
just to kind of set the mood.
Yeah. What kind of instrument are you thinking?
His drum, right?
Let's do a lute, actually.
A lute? Okay.
Yeah.
Very.
What the other
nice.
thing you said? I'm sorry.
I was minor illusioning another
Yeah,
sound to
sorry.
go along with my drum beat.
Nice.
Okay, I love this. All right, so as you sit here around the fire, seems quite big. You can see the glow on the trees above you, the canopy. You can hear the wildlife around you. Azel begins to start tapping on his drum a little bit louder. You can also hear the sound of a lute begin to accompany him. It's quite beautiful, very peaceful. But you guys are making significant amount of racket in the woods here. There are a couple of noises, Lyric, that you hear kind of just for a moment behind you. Maybe a broken stick, a twig, possibly an animal, or something much, much, much worse.
As I'm sitting here meditating, I'm gonna hear that, and then I'm gonna deep sigh, like. Everybody, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And I'm gonna turn around and really concentrate on the woods behind me to see if I can see what made that sound or hear that sound.
Azel,
Yes.
you are really loving your tune right now. You're really, really like just in the groove. You're in the zone, as they say. Tapping away along with this lute. A little bit louder. Just a little bit louder.
Is there a rock near me?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at Azel.
Look, hey, I didn't say shit. That was all Reed.
I know, but clearly you're like in a trance or something, and if I'm sitting near Lyric, I definitely would have heard her say shh.
Hey,
So,
it's what makes me comfortable.
since you're still playing and we are not supposed to be making noise, instead of making vocalizations that might give something away, I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
Well, here's the question, Reeks. Do I feel that?
Do you
Am
feel
I
the
so-
rock?
Am I so
Hits you in the back side
into
of the
my
head.
drum and my music that I don't even feel that?
I would say give me 1 second to cue up some music. That's what I say.
God damn it.
Playing. I'm just playing. Oh, damn it. I had like a really cool little drum track here that I was going to use
Yes,
for you
like-
whenever you tap
Oh,
but I
I'm
can't
sorry.
find it. Where is it? I'm sorry, guys.
Lyric's
Totally
like,
messed
I am
this
so
up.
tapped out, guys. I can do like this. This is all I got. This is all I got.
Fries. The freaking gif.
So it doesn't
Yeet. Sorry.
seem to be that you are in a trance, Azel. You're just
Okay.
kind of in your happy place, you know, like
Mhm.
in the heat of all of the stuff that's gone down and the battle that just happened and finding this chest and seeing that and being told that it could possibly be this thing or that thing. Your mind is in every different direction. Trix is sitting here kind of beside you. I would say even kind of zoning in with you, kind of listening and kind of taking peace and relaxation and the calmness of the music. And as this happens, Talia kind of, you hear a thump, 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 as a rock kind of just hits just to your side on the ground here, and you feel it thud as you see the rock, and you look over at Talia, Azel. Talia. Yeah, she seems to be giving you the shh symbol.
I don't have you on camera. Otherwise,
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll describe it. She's putting her finger up to her mouth, and she's going shh.
Like frantically with my hands,
Yeah.
like trying to shush you.
Yeah, Lyric too. Do you cease?
No, I'm currently
Yes.
turned around backwards,
Oh.
looking behind, seeing if I can figure out what it is that is interrupting my meditation.
Sure.
yes,
While
I'll
it's
stop.
in the quietness, I'm going to grab this cage and very loudly start breaking it and throwing it onto the fire, not noticing what's going on.
Are
Oh,
you
it's like,
really?
snap, pop, crack, crush.
Are you really doing this?
Fire.
Wait, are you really doing this?
All that shit that we just went through, and he's just
No.
gonna break the cage.
I-
That's great.
If he's within arm's reach, I'm literally gonna reach out and like grab him, and be like shake him, like stop.
So Loki grabs the cage and looks at everybody and just starts to just he gets his hand and fingers in, and he just manages to break 2 of the little rungs in the cage, 2 of them, before Talia just kind of grabs him. Go ahead, Talia.
Just frantically shaking him with one hand and with my finger with the other without making any noise. And then I'm gonna jerk my head in the direction of Lyric and point at her, look, something's up.
I was gonna very gently put the cage back down.
Point, I have noticed they're being ruckus, and I'm just gonna lean back and be like, Artok, whatever it is you're doing, please hurry.
I just kind
there you go.
of look up at her, and I'm not gonna stop my little chant or what I'm doing, but my eyes just say going as fast as I possibly can. There's a method to my madness.
That's awesome, Sato. You see
Take the minute.
everybody. You see Talia. You see her you see everybody reacting, and you hear the drums stop. The tapping stops, and the lute stops, and everybody their attention is to the north in this very, very dark kind of spot beside a tree, and in between a tree and a rock. What would you like to do, Sato? You're the only one here that's just been very quiet.
Yeah, I'm just sort of chilling by the fire, honestly. Yeah, I'm just basically resting by the fire. I'm not really doing much.
You're just not really. You're just hanging out, not responding.
Yeah, watching the.
It was I'm so over today.
Watching the show. Yeah.
I'm
just
still
has his
pissed off
feet
that the barbecue pig's missing.
Oh, I know.
Aw.
It sucks, right? It sucks, right? Yeah. Sato has his ankles crossed, laying back, at the fire, gazing into the fire, watching all of you. What would you like to do? The disturbance seems to be coming from right here.
I'm gonna still maintain my closeness to Artok because he requested we all stick close, so I'm not gonna wander off. But I am gonna stand up, and I'm gonna get ready, and I'm just gonna stare and be like, all right, I don't care what the fuck comes out. A wolf, a rabbit, some motherfucker named Tom. I'm gonna fucking beat its ass. I don't care. I don't care if I gotta take it to death. I'm just trying really hard to be I got one more fight in me.
All right.
And I'm
So,
just gonna
Lyric.
keep my eyes on Artok's back here because I know he's casted.
Yeah. So, Lyric, are you gonna step closer to the tree?
Can I step a little bit closer and still stay in range with Artok? Can I
Sure.
look behind me and be like, yeah, I can do 5 feet. I can do 5 feet.
I think so.
And I'm just gonna see if I can get a better look at what's over there. I'm just gonna move a little. Just get a better look.
All right.
What
Talia,
I got. Fists up,
you along with Loki and Trix and everybody else, you're fixed on Lyric. Focused on her. You watch her get down low into a monk stance. Crouch. Step by step. As she gets closer to the tree. And right before you, a squirrel drops out of the tree
Oh,
and
God,
runs
fucking
off
damn it.
into the wilderness to the west.
Fuck you, Fluffy.
Sato begins to laugh.
I wanted that squirrel.
Yeah, fuck you too, Sato.
Catch him! Get him!
I'm
God
going
damn it,
back to
no.
my
Awesome.
drum.
I rolled, by the way, and that was the result. So you're welcome.
God damn it. I was prepared for I was prepared for anything. I was God damn it, I'm gonna have to fight a monk. I'm gonna have to
yeah, I love D&D.
fight another fucking ogre.
I even had the music going. I'm ready. I'm ready, and it's a squirrel.
I'm gonna
Really?
I'm gonna slap a half dragon across the face. I was ready for anything, man.
It's so good.
I'm going back to
Yeah.
my drum.
You had me all the way
all right.
fucked up.
I know.
God
It was
damn,
so
motherfucker.
good.
Or I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna sit right where I am, crisscross applesauce. Put
All
my
right.
hands back. and be like, "Damn it, no, meditation, meditation,
All right.
meditation."
So everybody is back in their kind of zone now. Had a little bit of a startle, but you kind of your guard is down. I would say at this point, you kind of feel a little bit better. You see, the breeze has begun to pick up here. You can hear it over the campfire, kind of sparking and kind of popping in the background. Along with that, the moon seems full. There doesn't seem to be a cloud in the sky. You have the floor. Yeah, I know.
We're just dancing and we don't talk about Bruno.
Through the squirrel situation, has Artok spell pushed?
I would say not quite yet. So if you wanna take like a minute or two here, like I would say, it's about 10 o'clock at night.
Talia's working carving now that I have those
Yeah.
carved into.
I just
Yeah.
had a nice piece of fish, and I'm beating on my drum and playing that lute with minor illusion. So,
I love it. That's
Okay.
awesome. It's very, very
I'm
peaceful.
gonna
and you
do-
hear- Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do my make another thing of sleep powder.
You got it. Azel, as you begin to play a familiar song, Azel, something that you have come to know quite peacefully.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Oh my God, you filled my soul.
As you sit in the woods with the campfire and your party around you. Artok, I would say around this time, your spell completes. And before you stands, for the first time ever using the spell, for me, I know, a little hut.
Well, it's more of like a dome. It's
A
called
dome.
It's a
Yeah.
hut, but
It's like 10-foot
a
radius.
Yeah. So
Okay.
not as cool looking as like an actual house, but
Very practical, though.
very practical.
Oh, like a dome. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So it's
So
like
it's like
a
a force field, like a barrier.
kind of.
And
Yeah.
it like, yeah, and
You
it
can
has like
see
an
through
illusion on
nobody can
it.
see into
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
And I can
It
anyone who
basically
was-
looks like a giant boulder.
Now that it's set up, everybody can go in and out of it, but not people. I don't want to, so
Oh,
And
perfect.
you can't. If you leave it, it's
it dissipates. So I have to stay in it.
Yep.
All right.
So now that I'm done, it's time to relax. So I'll pull out my pipe, load it up, light it, and then I'd like to pull out the arcane puzzle box.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
About,
finally.
Someone
got
finally
you.
remembered it
18
actually
months.
existed.
I know it's
Since
been
we-
so long. It's been
and
so
I'd like
long.
to play with it and try and open it.
All right, let me get my card first. Because it's been so long.
Just
Yeah,
gonna
have that.
make a quick note while you do that, Reek, that Lyric's gonna get frustrated that she can't seem to concentrate on meditating, and she's gonna glance up at the nice giant moon. She's gonna roll her eyes and go, "Fucking fine," and she's gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna concentrate on Elistray as I start to meditate.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Very nice. Let me find that. Oh man.
What
But
the
here-
hell?
That's gonna take me a
It's
while to like
in,
get in the zone. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
this
way
is really
back in story stuff. But let me.
I should have it here. It's just
right, but I'm just gonna
I put
message it
it-
to you on Discord.
Oh, thank you.
Because I
That's
just pulled it.
probably easier. I have about 1,000 folders here on my desktop.
Purple
Thank
monkey dishwasher.
Yeah, you got it, Loki. Let's take 5, you guys.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
okay, this also begs the question: how does this music play at Toblet Tavern? I need to know.
I know, right? I can't really explain that right now.
Got a badass stereo system.
It's true. It's like this kind of weird haunting. It's just coming from space. You know, it's just kind of I don't know. Initially, I had intended for there to be like a full-time bard, basically, that you guys would hate. But I figured it was just unneeded clutter that I just took him out.
Hazel almost filled that role all on his own.
Was a little rude. We don't almost hate Hazel. Come on now, give us more credit than that. You guys, my dream lounge fly went on sale for $40.
That's a good.
Dude, they're $150 on eBay and Poshmark. The one that I want.
Cat, did I ask for you?
I got the Trick or Treat Huey, Dewey, and Louie one. I'm
Nice.
so
Right back.
excited. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. Ah, my face is so itchy.
Sorry.
My nose is so stuffy. I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. And I can't afford to be sick right now. I have so many shit going on Tuesday. Maybe I can take Wednesday off.
Yes, we can schedule your.
Be sick on Wednesday. I have to. I have stuff to do.
Be right back.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'm back.
Hi, back.
Welcome back.
It is sweltering in here. I'm dying.
Dude, I know what losing AC's like, and I'm sorry, man, it sucks.
Oh, good. Like half my house has it, and so we slept in the basement last night.
Wow, really?
We just
Not a bad
refinished.
plan.
We just refinished our basement, so it was nicer than it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I just put in new carpet, repainted everything, put up new drywall. It's all good. Yeah, I just moved a couch down there, so it's all good. But breaks your back. I'm too old to be doing couch surfing anymore.
I don't want to hear it.
That's right. I'm sorry. I should
You're
have
not
more,
that
more
old.
respect for my elders.
Respect for your elders. Respect for your elders.
How mad were you this week for those messages I sent you?
Dude, I was like,
feeling
hyped.
extra spicy that day.
I was feeling extra spicy that day. I was like, I'll fight him. I'll do it.
Oh,
what's,
God.
What's a Walkman?
Fuck.
Man.
You guys want to know how broke I was when I was growing up? I used AR points to buy my first CD player.
I was always the kid on the
A
bus
point?
that had his Walkman up cranked fucking all the way, fucking playing Nirvana and Pearl Jam on the way to school. And so everybody on the
So-
bus listened to it.
The elementary school that I went to
Like the
in
reading program,
1999 had AR reading rewards that the local community had donated. And if you saved up enough AR points, you could buy stuff out of the case with your point.
I used to
And
walk to the library.
I saved my points for the entire year to buy a single CD player, the Britney Spears CD, and the hand CD.
I used to walk to the library like 4 or 5 times a week because the Pizza
back.
Hut Book Readers Club was the only time I get pizza.
Sorry, I'm back.
Same.
So
That's
I
how we used to buy
I think I
pizza.
read,
Is through
like,
my AR
150 books one summer. It was wild.
Yep.
I found
We-
it funny that I've always been a very active reader. My parents taught me to love reading. But I went to a private elementary school. And so when I went to a public junior high, they had no record of my reading ability because I hadn't done any of the state tests. So I got put in a reading class I did not need. And I was basically my teacher's favorite student because I was reading like 2 Nancy Drew books a day at my peak.
Samesies.
I actually got to the point where my score was so high for AR reading level, and that I read through all of the books at or above my assigned level that were actually interesting to read. The only things left were reference text. So my teacher gave me special permission to basically read whatever the heck I wanted at that point. But I wound up with like hundreds of AR reading points by the end of the year.
I was so far behind from private school. I went to a private school for like a couple years, like kindergarten through 2nd grade. I was so far behind that it took me like 6 months to catch up when I went to a public school.
In
Really?
general or in a
I didn't know
specific
last year.
subject?
They didn't teach multiplication until you were like in 5th grade in that private school.
Ah,
Oh,
Harley.
shit.
Hey, the second
Yes?
graders at FOCA aren't learning multiplication.
I'm trying to remember.
Do you know how I know? Because of when Harley switched to public school.
I don't think I started learning multiplication until 3rd grade.
All right, is everybody back?
See?
I'm back. I can't remember when I did
So, real,
but it was fairly early.
are you there, Fries?
I'm here.
Can you whisper with me real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who's plotting.
So, with the AR points, with the Pizza Hut thing that Fries was talking about, I doubled down because there was a local movie rental place in my town that would take AR points and grade points to give out free movie rentals to kids who either like reached an AR goal or reached a grade goal. And so, and the bowling alley would do the same thing. So I would take a little report card and my little AR points all over town. And so Friday nights we got to have pizza and a movie rental, me and my brother, because I earned enough AR points and grades to get us free stuff so that my brother could have it. Vivid child. I also remember getting to read Island of the Blue Dolphin in 3rd grade, despite the fact that it was the 7th grade read. That was also something that I was super excited about. To this day, it's my favorite book. My head hurt, you guys. I'm so tired.
Headache?
Yeah, I can't imagine why, Loki.
Why do you? Is that like it's all Loki's fault that you stayed up all night playing Minecraft? Huh?
It is totally Loki's fault that I stayed
Why
up all
is it-
night playing
why is
Minecraft.
it
For the
Loki's
same reason
fault?
that it's your fault I stay up all night playing Zelda.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I start trying to get your ass in bed at like midnight. Don't even lie.
No you don't.
No.
So
1 to 2 a.m. at best.
Loki's offended he didn't get to hear me talk in my sleep. So I need somebody to defend me and say that I do in fact
She
talk in my
does talk
sleep.
in her sleep.
Can one of y'all
does.
vouch for
It's-
me?
I don't know. I was promised sleep talking. I got nothing. I didn't even get the scoring.
It's the you have to get her in that almost like that lucid dreaming state where she's not fully asleep yet, and so she'll respond to you in her sleep and then wake up with no memory of it.
I have done that to Sato and Reeks, where I have fallen asleep in Discord with them, had
Oh, yeah,
a
but-
dream, and then Sato, vouch for me. I have fallen asleep in Discord with Sato and Reeks, had a dream, woke up in the middle of that dream while they were talking, and responded to them with something out of my dream.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, like I said something about swords or something, and Reese was like, "What about swords?" And I'm like,
Weren't we
I
talking
don't
about Sora?
know.
I don't know.
And Reese was like, no, what you said was like really poetic. And I'm like, what did I say?
Oh God.
God. Y'all, I can't be trusted.
There's a joke. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Shut up, Sato.
Compliment. One of my favorite lines from a shitty movie. So it was a book that I really liked turned into a really movie, but there was a line in that where they handcuff the main character to a car door, like out of a car door, and she's unconscious, and she wakes up and she looks at the handcuffs and goes, "Handcuffs? There's a compliment there somewhere." And I just, for whatever reason, that line is so good to me. Love it.
What movie?
It's from the Vampire Academy movie.
Oh, gross.
No, the books were so good though. Yeah,
Were
the
they?
movie sucked.
Whoa.
Yeah, they
Teenager
were.
a
It
teenager
kind of looks like an
screwing
explosion,
her,
and that's
her
awesome.
teacher. I mean,
Yeah. It
The
does.
books were good.
All right.
That's only supposed to be 10 feet, Riggs.
No, the dome
It's
is
30.
The dome is 30.
So
And 10
10-foot
feet
radius.
in radius.
Oh,
it
so that'd be
should-
20.
It's fine.
Shut
do
up.
I have it too big?
No,
It's-
don't worry
no,
about
it's
it.
fine.
It's fine.
It's really
fine.
not a big deal.
Okay. So just so everybody knows, this spell has limitations to it. We're going to go ahead and roll for the sake of this spell here. Familiars are a part of you. So we're not gonna have anything fail because your familiars are in here, as well as the cart and Maladroit. You're not using Maladroit as like an offensive character. You're not using him for strategic reasons. So we're not going to count him either. So everything is totally kosher and fine here. Just so you know, I know that if you read the spell here, you're going to see it says 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you, but the spell fails if the area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. So technically, as it stands, we are more than 9 creatures, but we're not gonna implement this in this case because the familiars, like I said, we're gonna count the familiars as an extension of you and Maladroit
Yeah.
as well.
Well, Maladroit would count, but Maladroit still puts it at 8.
Yeah, exactly. This is more.
Cat would be number 9.
Yeah, and this is more. This limitation is more so you can't like grab like a whole town and save them from an attack or
Yeah.
something. That's basically what the limitation is. So since that's not the case here, we're just gonna go ahead and do it this way, just so everybody knows. I just want to kind of make that clear.
Cool.
So, all right. So you have the floor, Archuk.
and if you get into
Sorry.
counting every tiny little animal, you can run into issues.
Exactly.
there's
exactly.
definitely
I mean,
bugs
there are
and stuff in
rodents
there.
and yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
3 beetles crawling in your fucked.
Yeah.
So
So,
we landed on puzzle box, right? While Lyric is
We did.
meditating.
We did.
No, that's fine. I'm doing my
I
thing.
am-
You're good.
Totally stoked for this. All right. Artak, there's a couple of things we have to do first. Normally at dawn, you would roll to determine what the rarity of the box for the day would be. So what
Can we
we'll do
that
is,
now.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So I believe it's
Okay.
1d4.
Yep.
Isn't
So
it?
it says
Yeah.
1d4 at dawn for the DC.
That's right. Yep. And then we're
Okay.
gonna roll, and then we're gonna roll with your concentration.
oh,
Oh God.
You better get this, man.
So your DC is set at legendary, DC 18.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, the puzzle box is basically you have 3 checks is how this works. You roll 3 consecutive intelligence checks, the DC of which depends on the rarity for the day. If you fail any of the checks, the box locks until the next dawn. If you succeed in all 3 checks, Artak, well, we'll see if that happens. So, my friend,
Before I start, I look over
Yeah.
at Azel with a wink and I just say, hey, I think I'm gonna need some rousing music just to get in the right mindset here.
So Reeds,
Something heroic.
ask away. I already know what you're
Actually,
gonna ask. Yep.
exactly that. Can we have like some tense like adventure music going on while he's doing
Yes.
this? And
Yes,
can
we
I
can.
also give him a bardic inspiration while I do that?
1 second. Yes.
Okay. You have a
Um,
D8 to a D6 to roll, actually.
A D6. So that adds on to a
Yeah,
roll I want, right?
onto any roll, yes.
Do I have to pick it before I roll?
No, you can pick it.
So I can roll and then say like, okay, now I want to use it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
I believe so, yeah. Or,
Here,
yeah.
let me,
Or do I have to say like, before I roll this, I'd like to add the inspiration to it?
you can inspire once
I
within the
think
next
the
10
rule
minutes. The creature
is
can
you
roll the
have
die.
to decide to use it before you know the outcome of your
The-
original roll. So
No,
let's
the
say if you
creature
roll
can
your
wait until
D20,
after it rolls the D20.
but
after it rolls
before
the
the DM
D20,
tells you if
before-
it succeeded or not.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you can
but
add it to
since we
whatever
know
roll.
the DC,
Is 18.
Yeah, it says the creature can't wait till after it rolls. And it's a D8 at level 5.
right?
not a
But
D6, yeah.
because we know the
Oh,
DC,
D8, okay.
because of this mechanic, that's up to the DM, I guess. Does that mean we have to tell you ahead of time? By rule, we'd have to tell you ahead of time when I roll,
no.
because I know the DC.
You can roll, and if it doesn't pass, the Bardic Inspiration is you don't really need to know the DC. The DM just says you failed, and that's all you know. And then you can
Right.
decide, did I fail by
you
less or
can't.
more than 8? You know what I mean?
You can't.
No, you
No,
can't
that's
do that.
not. You can't.
That's how it works.
If the DM tells you you failed it, you can't add Bardic Inspiration after.
Yeah.
You
Hold
can
on.
add it after the roll, but you can't add it after the DM's
Right
call.
here, it says exactly, must
I think
decide.
this was the
must
thing Reeves
decide
needs to
before.
answer.
Okay, yeah, sorry, it
Yes.
does. It says must
So
decide before the
technically,
DM
Reeks
says
has already
whether, yeah.
told us what is a
Yeah.
pass-fail, technically,
Yeah.
before we even roll. So, how do you want to
So
roll that,
that's a
Reeks?
little metagamey, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but just make sure
Yeah.
like we're playing how he
Yeah.
wants us to
Yeah.
play. It's not really metagaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 3 checks here. So this is one time, I believe, right? Do so you use a bonus action on your turn. Okay. So for the sake of this fries, or our talk,
That's okay.
since this is a
Yeah.
consecutive concentration thing, we're gonna let you have 1 buff from somebody for this. So if you want Bardic Inspiration to be it, then that's what we'll do.
What do you mean?
What other
Like-
options are there?
There are
Well,
other
if
options.
Somebody could give you
Guidance.
another.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know what Artok knows of.
There's-
so I'm not gonna
there's
meta.
Bardic
So
Ins-
we're gonna.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna.
I love that,
keep
Artok.
Keep with it.
I love
I
that.
think that's
man.
the only
I
one I've
appreciate
seen.
that. Okay.
So yeah, we'll just go with this.
Okay. Bardic Inspiration it is. Okay. And the reason is because as he sits down to concentrate on the puzzle box itself, the magics that surround and encapsulate the puzzle box, they're not intelligent, but it would be beyond the realm of men to be able to manipulate the powers of magic to the point where it would just be instant, right? The gods wouldn't allow it. So for that reason, you're only allowed 1 buff.
Okay.
One help from your party. Yeah. So okay, three consecutive
Okay, but
intelligence
that-
checks. Yeah.
But that again, do I
Yeah.
tell you when I want to use the Bardic Inspiration before or after my roll?
You can tell me after.
Okay. All right.
All right, here we go. We need 3 18 DC. If one of them fail, then the puzzle box
No
locks.
whammies. All right.
That one.
Intelligence, right? All right, let's do it.
Ah,
That
you
would
want to use
fail
the
these ones.
inspiration
No,
or the
it would
bardic?
fail.
It won't work.
Yeah, yeah. It's, What
Okay.
is it? What's the bardic?
Starting off.
What is it
with
at?
Eight.
D8.
Oh,
so
it's a
it'd be
D8.
15,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if you roll.
Would
So
fail.
Arta, as you sit here, and you watch the gears spin in front of you, you see an orange light, kind of a gem, kind of lights up in the middle as you attempt to twist. And as you do, there is a pop that you hear from below, and a kind of a and then a click. Artak, unfortunately, this day the puzzle box is locked.
We'll get it someday.
It was a good
Qu-
attempt.
Good
question
try,
about
good
it.
try.
So, when we open it eventually,
Huh.
is it like we can open it
Theoretical.
every day after that, or once it's opened, it's kaput? Like,
You can open it every day.
okay, great.
Every day. Yep. It's like a gift that keeps on giving.
Well, I think in the future, just for expedience, we'll do it like a little more quickly now that we know the process.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, guys. So as it stands, it is probably about 11 o'clock at night through the shenanigans and the puzzle box. And so as we sit here, what is the plan?
Like,
Well,
I
like I
think
said,
we're going to bed.
yeah, we're going to bed.
Long rest.
I'm making my sleep powder, curling up with Flicker, and going to sleep.
All right, Trix. Are you just kind of crisscross right here around the fire with
Yes.
everybody else? Okay, so everybody is going to be able to see your process. Yes?
And I'll at least turn my back to him.
You're going to turn your back to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm totally not paying attention. I'm frustratingly mumbling to myself as I try to meditate.
Probably move to about here-ish.
Okay, so Trix kind of gets up, moves away a little bit from the fire, moves a little bit closer to the tree here. All right. Trix, as you sit down on the ground here, the ground is cold. The air is quite mild. Artak has a nice feeling in his dome here, if you will. You get out the two vials that you've come to know, the right and the left, and you begin to work your magic, if you will. This very, very ancient technique for creating one of the most rarest substances known. But, Trix, in this instance, in this moment, you feel a wash come over you of fear. There is a foreboding as you kind of look behind you at your companions and then into the tree line. You feel uneasy, Trix. Ever since you handed the sleeping powder to Frankie and sold it, you have felt like something has been missing. And you produce the sleeping powder in front of you, and you shake the vial and look into it. As you cork it, stick it into your satchel, put all of your jars away. You do this quite stealthily, quite quick. You've become fast. You've become efficient in producing this over the time. Anything else you'd like to do, Trix, in this moment?
I want to go over to the cage we thought had a pixie. And I want to try my artifact's new ability that's supposed to indicate presence of pixies, just to see if maybe it can pick up any kind of trace from the cage to figure out if there was ever a pixie in there to begin with.
Ooh, I love it, Trix. I see where you're going with this, actually. This is good stuff. So, you take the powder over to the cage, Trix. There's nothing. There's not even a hint of magic that you sense.
At least not any time within recent memory.
Doesn't seem to be recent, no.
I'm gonna look over at Loki and say, I don't think there's been a pixie in this cage for a long, long time, if there ever was.
hope as she's saying that, I'm still breaking it apart and throwing it into the fire.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Loki's just like dismantling the cage and throwing it into the fire, doing it
fine.
rather emotionally. Yeah. Is that fair to say, Loki?
Yes. Very accurately.
So Loki is very, you can all tell too, you've known Loki long enough. You can tell when Loki is upset and when something is bothering him, and you can tell he's bothered. He's taking great, I wouldn't say pleasure, but great care in making sure that the cage is dismantled and destroyed, rather. As he breaks off chunks, you can hear them crack. Pieces fall onto the ground as he tosses them into the fire, and you can hear the crackle from the dry wood as it hits the fire and sends sparks and ash flying up into the air just a bit. The night grows darker as you sit here, the moon kind of coming close to the horizon, the stars in the sky, and it's still quite bright out here, but it's darker than it was as you all begin to wrap up for the day, kind of settle into your own here, putting your bedrolls on the ground, making sure that Maladroit is cared for and well fed and ready for the night. The chest itself sitting on the ground with rope wrapped around it and tied multiple times is to give it a safeguard, a kind of a contingency, as to keep anybody out of it, or possibly anybody from getting out of it. You all have the floor before we take our long rest here, if there's anything you'd like to do.
Go back over to my corner.
You're not
Only
talking.
I have.
Sorry. I'm just gonna slowly start like lowering the music little by little and then get
Yeah.
ready for bed.
Yeah, you got it.
I was gonna say before I take my long rest, I have something I want to do, but I'll wait till everybody starts their long rests. Because she would wait because it would take until everybody went to bed and got quiet, where she would be able to do what she wanted.
Riggs, I'm gonna carve the staff to the arbitrary point that you probably know how far I've gotten, but I have no clue how far I've gotten on this. And then I'm gonna ask who's got first watch.
Yeah, so Talia.
I look over at her and say, we don't need to do that.
Oh, good.
It's true, you don't.
And I'll pull out my Fires of Wrath book and start reading it by the fire. Sorry, I interrupted you, Reed.
No, it's good, it's good. I'm just making a note here of Talia. Talia, you take a step back from your staff. You kind of like hold it out close to the fire to kind of like get a good look at it and the progress you've made on it. You can see you've come quite a long way from what you can tell here. There's only maybe a couple more lines of text here around the top brim before you get some kind of a, well, we'll keep it a secret to the rest of the party, but result. I love it. That's that perfect word. And a smile forms on your face as you realize, with a little bit of time, what you have here in your hands, what you're holding. As Keket kind of sits beside you, very content, watching you kind of as he kind of just observes.
She.
All right. Sorry?
She. Keket.
Oh, Keket. I'm sorry. Yeah, she. Oopsies.
Hiccups the only she of the animal companions.
Oh, okay. So Flicker is a boy.
Yes.
Okay. I need to remember that. All right, perfect.
Shouldn't his name be Flickiz?
Oh God.
She's fuck off, Sato.
That's great.
That's a good one.
Flicker. All right. How are we all feeling? Are we all happy to long rest?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
About what
Except
time is
me.
it?
It is 11:30 at night.
So 8 minutes earlier than it is IRL,
Yes.
at least for
Well.
us.
Yeah, well.
It's late for us.
I am not going to take a long rest, Reek. I'm going to use my medallion, my amulet's power to turn a short rest into a long rest.
Okay.
And I am going to spend the majority, if not all night, attempting to meditate and contact Elistray.
Ooh, I love that, actually.
6
Lyric.
hours to get the... Sorry, I
Yeah.
interrupted.
No, go ahead. What were you going
No,
to say?
go ahead. Bryce.
6 hours to get the effects of a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sorry.
Yep, no problem. It's 6 hours, and then, because it's 6 hours of rest and then 2 hours of watch usually, but since you were doing the hut, and you're protected, even if bad guys wanted to get at you, like, you would wake up and you would just see them on the outside looking at you.
Yeah, and you can still hear everything now.
Yeah. Okay, Sato,
Yes.
are you falling asleep?
Yeah. I'll
Just
crack
gonna
up.
passing out here. All right,
Yeah.
Tricks.
Yes.
You are kind of doing the same, kind of
Yes.
finding a spot and passing out. All right. Let me see here. Azel,
Yes,
you are doing the same.
I am doing the same.
All right. I'm just gonna say everybody's doing the same. Yes, except for Lyric. Yes. Okay. Just want to make sure because I don't want to rush anybody here with this long rest stuff. So, as everyone gets comfortable, as comfortable as you can get on the ground here, some of you have become quite comfortable, quite used to what it feels like to sleep on the ground outside. The cold, wet ground at moments can be pretty trying, but uh-oh. Give me 1 second here.
You, as the DM, you not get to say "uh-oh."
I know, right? That's usually not a good thing to hear. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Sorry about that. I didn't have the right music queued up. Okay. As the night kind of finds its end and the dawn approaches, you hear the sounds of critters scurrying around on the forest floor, looking for food. Lyric, in this moment, time just doesn't seem to matter to you. You're so focused.
Trying to take advantage of that full moon.
Yeah,
I know
no,
she
this
likes full moon.
This is really, really smart. Sitting there, you feel almost guilty, Lyric, and like in the sense that you have this mirror in front of you. You found yourself captured at one point and put in a weird room full of cobwebs, spider webs, and spiders that didn't seem to want to have anything to do with you. They seemed to keep their distance from you. All of these little things that have added up into this one moment, Lyric, where you sit here concentrating. You feel, for a moment, a calmness. Before you hear a voice. Patience, child. The time is not yet. There's a warm feeling that you get as you observe just out the edge of the dome about 20 butterflies seem to emerge from behind a bush. They flutter around just above where you seem to be sitting, and then they disperse out into the wilderness. Lyric, you are well rested in this moment. We're going to go ahead and consider this a long rest for you. So no need to use your short rest for your long rest. We're going to go ahead and hook you up. Yeah. You feel...
And of course, I'm going to be honest. Lyric is so like, are you fucking kidding me? Patience. Told me to make my brother good. You keep sending me. Sending me symbols of your mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you keep showing me more things to be angry at my brother about, but you're gonna tell me to have patience?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for Lyric. It's a building frustration for Lyric, you know? But I think Lyric knows, she understands that she is being watched. She has the favor. She isn't alone.
Yeah.
And she knows that now. She understands that. She feels that deep inside. She understands that in this world and in her past and the things that she's been through and the people that she has been put with for whatever reason, through chance or through destiny or through higher powers. She knows that she's not alone, that she's going to be strong and made stronger. As the sun begins to just barely come up over the distant mountains, you can see the beams, the golden beams, kind of shine through the trees in the morning. The dew kind of on the outside of the dome, you can kind of see the dew kind of building up on the edges of the twigs, branches that kind of extend out over. The grass itself has kind of a hue, like a very nice kind of mist and fog kind of lays low parts against the lower parts of the ground. As the terrain is very wavy in this area here. And you all begin to kind of wake to the sounds of birds and wildlife around you.
It's gonna do a quick 30-second thing. I'm gonna stand up, sigh heavily, snatch up the mirror, start shoving it back in my pack, like very like frustrated, like patience. And then I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm just like gonna acknowledge the feeling of not being by myself, you know.
Yeah.
Like, cause Lyric very much grew up feeling alone, so like, take a deep breath, look around at everybody sleeping in camp, and kind of smile to myself. Take another deep breath, look down at the ring, take another deep breath. Patience it is. And I'm gonna start going around, kind of like checking to see who's awake.
Nice. Lyric, yeah, you're the first one awake. You pass over Sato, who is in just pretty much the same exact position that he was when he went to sleep, with his ankles crossed, kind of all of his stuff right next to him. As you begin
a
to wake up.
A rope tied around my ankle too.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Tied to the chest as well.
So the chest would probably be over near him.
It's a 30-foot rope or 20-foot rope.
It'll be fine.
You know, at a game, I have to say the freaking dude, the pulling that I'm feeling right now to just do something completely effed up to you is like, you know, just like the temptation.
No. Rock Seeker, God fucking damn it, Rock Seeker.
Like the group in general, not just Sato.
I want to say fucking Rock Seeker, then you could do fucked up shit.
I just get this visual of like somebody running in, taking the chest, and Sato just being like, cartoon style. Yeah, it's funny. All right. You all begin to wake, all of you, Artok, Talia, Azel, all of you begin to wake up, and you had a fantastic night's sleep. All of you, every one of you, you slept very well, considering. You felt very safe underneath Artok's spell here. As you kind of look out, you can see the rim of the kind of the dome that surrounds you.
All right. So I'm assuming it's like 5:36 in the morning now.
It is, yes. Yep, it's exactly 6 o'clock a.m. Yeah.
Okay, so I look around at everybody and say, probably best off to get an early start, many hours as daylight as possible, and I'll go up to Talia and ask her if she wants help getting Maladroit reattached to the cart.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start saddling or bridling up Maladroit to the cart and getting him ready.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So, Talia, yeah. All right. Well, Talia goes and I'm assuming gets the morning feed for Mr. Maladroit to go over and give him some food and
give him some food, brush him down, tighten up all his.
Oh, as a reminder,
stuffs.
guys, don't forget to go through and click the. Sorry to interrupt you. To click the long rest button on your thingamadoo.
Thank you. I would not have done that until we got into a fight.
and reset any spells you have marked, etc., etc., etc.
You guys, it fucked up my hit points.
Sorry, didn't mean to hit that.
Oh,
I
you
hit
go
the
you
long
go to
rest button.
you go to full hit points after a long rest.
Yeah.
No, it messed them up.
How so?
It messed up your maximum?
Yeah, it took it away completely.
Do you have your maximum set?
Are you
Yeah, my
dead?
maximum set to 40, but I think that's wrong.
No, that sounds
Wait,
right.
no. Wait, what level are we?
5.
5.
Oh, never mind.
Did you
never
get us
mind.
mixed up with your other group?
I'm a level 8 in my other group.
oh, that's why.
Nice.
No, it didn't take. No, it completely blanked out my maximum hit point pool. Like it didn't even put 0. It just blanked it out. Weird.
Yeah. Did me fine, so that's weird.
Reset my spells and everything, so.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My inspiration.
But if you have any kind of things, like I have some markers on my spell list of things I can only do once per long rest that I had marked, you do have to change those manually, like little red dots on the spells.
Anyway, yeah, just get
Yeah.
Maladroit ready for the day.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Artok, you still have probably maybe another hour and a half left, since this is an 8-hour spell, and you didn't need to stay watch, so you didn't require it. So you had about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. So you have a little bit of time here in your dome if you want to utilize it for anything. Otherwise, you can go ahead and cancel the spell at any time.
I'll look around, see what everybody else is doing. If they're getting ready to go, or just kind of waking up, hanging out.
Yeah, I'm just helping pack up stuff onto Maladroit.
Okay, onto the cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the chest here.
What is?
Are you leaving the chest, or are you putting it on the cart?
Okay, then that's something I'm going to walk over. So, we decided that we're leaving this here, right? Burying it?
I vote we take it with us. That's my.
Well, I mean, we can come back for it. Why are there two
I
lyrics?
also vote we take it with us.
I mean, it.
really don't want to take it with us. but
Riggs?
I will agree with Artok.
Yeah.
There are two lyrics.
What? What happened?
There's
the hell?
two of her.
Put it up there, me on the board. I don't know what's wrong.
Thank you.
That is hilarious. I don't know it either. I don't know what happened
All right.
either.
I'm
Just
fine
have a double
with taking it with us long term, but I don't think that leaving it on the cart while we go spelunking is the best choice.
Well, then what would you have us
Why?
do?
Bury
Like-
it,
Why don't
go
wait,
get Rock Seeker, come back, dig it up.
Why don't we put it on the cart till we get to the Goblin Caves, bury it outside of the Goblin Caves near the cart, go into the Goblin Caves, the things, come out, unbury it, put it back on the cart.
I am okay
Goblins
with
have
may
to
be
this.
stop
coming
here
and
on the way
going and be more
No,
likely to
we-
notice disturbed dirt.
No, we're gonna
It'll be
be
fine.
hiding the cart off the path anyway. If we find a good
Look.
enough place to hide the cart,
Bro.
then we're gonna have a good enough place to hide the chest.
Throw a
Goblins ain't
blanket
that
over
smart,
it. It'll
it's
be
fine.
fine.
I am good with this idea. We'll find a good enough place.
All
when we get
right.
there.
Better than having to
I don't think it's a
backtrack
good
over
idea to
here.
leave it here.
It's
Then
magic
get the damn thing on the
with
cart.
ancient magic. I
I'm sorry,
don't think we
yeah.
gotta worry about goblins.
I look
Artok,
at
did
Lyric
you say
like
you
you
had a
don't
good idea?
know that.
Yeah, Artok? You had an idea?
Did you say
Did
I
I say
think
that?
I have a good idea over here? Is that what you said?
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I said it's not a good idea to leave it here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry. I don't know why my mic's not picking me up today.
Dude, and I will tell you too, you're a little on the quiet side. Like I
You
have
are
you
kinda quiet.
100% maxed out, like 100% volume in Discord, and
I
you're
wonder
quiet.
if it's because I'm not going through the voice mod
It could be.
app.
It could be. I may need to
It's okay.
readjust everything.
I
It's
can
okay.
hear
Like
him,
we
I'm
can
just-
hear you. It's just you're
My-
quieter than you.
I
Okay.
turned them up on my side just because it was so
It,
quiet.
it could be. I also have like a fan like right in my face, so it could be.
Mm,
Oh, maybe
Uh,
it's messing
yeah.
with
cancel
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, that
Cancel
makes
it
sense.
out.
Your noise gate.
Otherwise, I'm dying.
No, please have the fan,
Well-
and we'll just use our listening ears.
I'll talk.
I've
louder.
had to turn your volume
yeah,
up
it's hot here.
so much.
Yeah, it killed
So-
my AC. It broke my AC. How hot it is.
Good
So-
God, really?
Yep.
How hot is it outside?
How
right
hot
now,
is it?
It's like 88.
1 a.m. here, and it's. Oh, it dropped quick. It's 60 now, but it was about
Hey, crack open a
82
window.
about like 2 hours ago.
Oh, wow, dude, really? I slept so, like,
Yeah,
I have not been able to sleep lately, guys. Like, I am dealing with some kind of weird insomnia thing, so I've been getting weird sleeps here and there. So
same.
the heat has just been killing me, too.
Sorry for the
Same
tangent. I'll just
hat.
make sure I talk louder.
We're good.
Oh, you're fine.
We're just gonna use our listening ears.
While they're
Alright.
while they're loading that thing onto the cart, I'm gonna walk over to our talk.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, our talk.
I just kind of looked down. Yes.
So yesterday, when I was showing you the things on my arm, and I'm gonna lift my shirt, lift the things on my arm, and
What things are they again? Just as a reminder.
the runes from when I was telling you about the story of me and Loki and what we saw in the ogre.
Oh, right.
um,
Okay, sorry.
When I was telling you about like all the fucked up shit that happened and everything yesterday, and I went on that big tangent about my dad and my brother and looking in the mirror and all that. Sorry.
Where you said you didn't look in the mirror and kind of looking at her like.
Sorry
reprimanding.
for being like. And I'm gonna take a deep breath because it's taking everything I have because I do not respect authority. Sorry
Or talk
for
authority.
being.
I'm sorry.
You just
Go
have
ahead.
that teacher voice, man.
I do.
Sorry for being like angry and yelly.
Look at her like, that's fine. You can do what you want. I get angry
Okay.
and yelly all the time.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, it's
I'm
not a good idea to
trying
start
to
playing with these
be-
powers and then not tell me about it.
Okay. So like.
You gotta fuck around. Let me be aware.
I let you be aware if you'd let me finish. And I'm another deep breath. Anyway, I came to apologize for being yelly and messing with magical shit without telling you, and having like 12 magical items on me that you don't know about. And so, to be fair, you were with Frankie and me with Frankie when I bought 2 of these. So like. And you gave me the jade necklace, and then my other one, like, I got it turned into a fox somehow. So, like, to be fair, you knew about. Okay, anyway, that's patience.
Of a boiling
I
tea
was
kettle.
gonna say, while we're like hanging out on the cart today, slow walk thing, forest. If you'd like. I could tell you a little bit about what I saw in the mirror, and you could help me weigh the options of keeping looking at it or not.
This is great. I'm sorry.
This is funny.
Out of character. This
I
is
love
great.
it. Yeah.
I just first I'm like, wait, hold on. Why do you feel guilty about all your magical items? Number 1. Did you steal
Well,
them?
No. Well, no.
I get real close. I kind of look over my shoulder to see if anybody's like paying attention or listening, and I just say, I really don't care if you stole them.
No. It's just that, like, okay, so, like, you saw me buy the stuff from Frankie, right? And then,
Yeah.
okay, so I got the stuff from Frankie. I'm pretty sure these, like, wrap things are magical. And then, like, the goggles he got me so I could see in the dark. Those are definitely magical. And then, like, the necklace you gave. And then the amulet, frankly, the drunk one. And, like, my mirror, which I showed you, which technically I didn't steal. Technically, we won it in like, the Adventure Dome thing.
Adventure Dome.
And that guy that I got the cloak off of, he was dead. So, and it hardly counts as a magical item. Like, because I can only use it at night, and I've only used it once. So, like, whatever, right? And then, like, that's all of my magical items, I think.
Hey, I'm just concerned about why you feel like you have to apologize to me for you wearing your clothes.
Well, I just have like a bunch.
Okay.
And it gets like annoying, and I come to you and I ask you, what are these things? And like, and so, okay, so the one that lets me turn into a fox, like the really cool one, this one, and I'm gonna pull it out and show it to him, but not like take it off, like my amulet, my big bad one. So I have to tell you a story about this thing, Gartok. But this guy, I kind of did steal, but I didn't steal it. But it was stolen.
So you kind of stole it, but didn't steal it, but it is stolen. Got it. Okay.
My brother stole it from my dad, and I'm pretty sure my dad stole it from some sort of magical vault of magicals. Ancient magical vault of magicals.
I love the
I
descriptions.
I perk up a little bit at hearing like magical vault full of magical things. Like, yeah, where's that?
Okay, so I gotta tell you about the vision that I had with Loki. Okay, so
okay, but let's get back to the vault at some point.
That's what I would. It's involved. It's the same thing. Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
So
it's like
we were
salivating at
in
this point.
place, and I'm gonna look over and see if anybody else is paying attention to us. So Loki and I went into that place, right? We're like the evil, and we were floating, and we were like little orbs. And then, like, there was the runes, and I lift my shirt and show the scratches on my arm again. I did not scratch these, by the way. I totally drew them. I don't know why they're scratched. All right, I don't. And then we were in the cave where we had been, where Talia had been kidnapped, remember? And you have the cave, those ancient, that were there. And they weren't ancient at the time. So it was like 300 years ago, okay? And then the guy who conjured up the ogre that showed up and yeeted me across, like, the forest. Okay, so after all of that, we saw LaFawn, the one-eyed tiefling guy who sold us the box, the wax seal that I have in my pocket. So after that, after we saw LaFawn, he led us to this little room, and we went in this little room, and Loki's like, I recognize this little room. I was in here with Azel. And then he's like, we have to go in the little trapdoor. And so we went in the little trapdoor, and then we ended up in a library. Okay, like a long time ago, hundreds of years ago, library. And there was elves everywhere. And then there was this one elf in the corner wearing a mask. And I noticed it was a drow. So I got closer to it, and I looked really close, and it was reading a book about this amulet right here that I'm wearing. It was Riggs, what was it called again? I'm sorry. I'm bad with this.
The Amethyst.
The Amethyst.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't seen it written down yet, so I can't remember it. So it was called the Amethyst. I don't know what an amethyst is. This is it. Called an amethyst. And he was reading up about it. And as I looked at him, I realized it was my dad, but like young. And he was reading about this thing, how to get a hold of it, and where it was located at. And in the readings, it also said that only like a shape changer can use it. And I think he kidnapped me so that he could learn how to use this necklace. Oh yeah, my dad kidnapped me.
Oh yeah.
Just casually drop that in.
Artak's just like staring like really wide-eyed because it's like a lot of information at 6 a.m. to deal with. Like.
I haven't had my morning coffee yet.
after that, we ended up in another place where we saw my dad kidnapping me. There was this cottage, and there was like these people, and they were my parents. It was my parents. And then I ran off into the woods after something, and then he just grabbed me and put me in a bag in the back of a cart, and he used my teenage brother to help him. And I am so mad at my brother. He came to the monastery and broke me out and gave me this necklace and was like, Dad kidnapped you, and I helped. And I was so mad, and I left. And then I forgave him, but he didn't tell me the whole story. He didn't tell me he went back to the place. We saw another vision. I ran after the cart, but I didn't make it. But I tried. I was going to yank my brother off that cart. I don't know how I was going to do it in the past, but I was going to do it. But anyway, we came back to the hut, and there was people showing up on a cart that had a cage on it, a giant cage for like people. They were going to hurt my parents, and my brother was there, and there was smoke coming out of the house, and I think my brother set my parents' house on fire, and I saw it in the mirror too. And the mirror has this giant symbol of Loth on the back of it, but Illustrate keeps coming to me when I meditate and tell me to like help my brother and have patience, and I don't understand why if Illustrate is good, right? She's good. Why does she keep sending me visions of her mother? And you know what? My dad and my brother follow her brother, and her brother is like the drow god of evil doings and mischief on the surface and male drow. He is not a good guy. And if my brother follows, why is Illustrate trying to get me to help him? I don't understand. And I'm just going to continue to rant at poor Artok as he blinks at me.
I just
Artok just-
trauma dumping.
Artok just puts
I'm
his hands
just
like, hold on.
trauma-dumping on
I think
Artok.
I have something that'll help. I pull out my
Uh-huh.
bag of holding, and I pull a cup
It's
out
a
and I hand it to her, and I pull one out, and then I pull the pony keg out, and I pour us both a drink.
Oh, I love it. I love
You know what?
And I'm just
Why
like-
do you think I get stoned all the time, Artok? And I'm just going to start drinking.
And you know what? That is a great spot, guys, to stop it for the evening, I think. I really do.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry, this information had
It's
to get
good.
to Artok, you guys.
No, it's
so
really
I'm sorry.
good. It's really good.
I'm waiting
It's
until after the stream
freaking
goes away, but I'm gonna ask
hilarious.
a question.
Oh, I love that.
Like I literally could picture in my head little Lyric just like dancing around Artok's feet, like pacing all
I
around
know,
him while
me
he's just
too.
standing there looking at her like head
It's
kind of
too
cocked.
goddamn
like-
early for this shit.
It got really
Tall.
serious though at the end there.
I
It was
came
like,
up all
wow.
like tall and like, I'm going to apologize to you, and I'm going to be like an adult. And then I started telling him the story of the things I found and that I needed his
You
help.
started
with
trauma
magical
dumping.
item.
Yeah,
And then I started trauma dumping and pacing back and forth in front of him.
it's true. If everybody is okay, that's where we'll go ahead and stop it for the night.
Did everyone say bye, stream?
Yeah, bye
Bye,
stream.
Bye,
Thank you for
stream.
joining us. We'll see